this time. Looks for Deutsch. Deutsch at the 1 into the end zone.
Field play action now. Look to pass over the middle. It's intercepted by Cole Hebel. Intercepted by Hebel. Rears back, comes downfield, has Rodriguez. Rodriguez at the 40, to the 50, to the 40. Rodriguez is going to keep going.
Right, Fetting's got room, and here's Bo Fetting. Fetting's still on his feet. Fetting's gone.
Looking to pass, playing off, coming left side, picked up by Cotton. Alex Cotton with the pick, he'll take it back and into the end zone.
Turn and hand the ball off. Will Starkey, he thunders his way. 30, 20, one man to beat. He's got...
Middle's got a man, that's Friddle. Look out, Friddle, 40, 30, he's loose, 20, 10, touchdown.
Halstead Telephone Company and R&J Broadcasting Incorporated is proud to present to you this broadcast on yourliveevent.com.
Hi and a pleasant good evening. Welcome to the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada for high school football on a Friday night. The lights will be bright tonight on a nice, beautiful fall evening. It's high school football this evening, and it is a district matchup. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars come in with a record of 2-0, taking on the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, who are 0-2. My name is Kevin Kolkman. I'm with the broadcast here this evening. Along the sidelines here tonight will be Spencer Ribke joining by here tonight. Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB. And behind the cameras on yourliveevent.com tonight will be Aaron Sipp. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars 2-0 on the season, fresh off their victory over the Foston Greyhounds last Friday night, 21-0, and an overtime victory 2 weeks ago on this home field, 17-14 over Lake Park Audubon. Meanwhile, the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves are 0-2. They've scored 12 points this season, a loss to Pine River Bacchus and New York Mills in back-to-back weeks. This is the Bitker Inc. pregame show. Tonight during the pregame show, we'll have conversations with both head coach of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, Paul Tingham, and coach of the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, Aaron Pfeiffer, who were college teammates at Minnesota State Moorhead, or at the time, Moorhead State University. Two teams played each other each year, and they've even had some playoff experience in recent years against one another. Tonight, as the Cougars on the field, Wolves are making their way to the field. We'll get you ready for high school football on a Friday night. The Cougars and the Wolves. It is the Bitker Inc. pregame show, and it's yours on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
9 North Ada. They have the full line of Fendt, Massey Ferguson, and Challenger tractors. They have high-capacity Claas combines. They are your new Brandt dealer. Visit with them for augers, grain carts, heavy harrows, and Brandt's new vertical tillage. Ziegler Ag Equipment has Bourgault chisel plows, and they are your Amity Beat Equipment dealer. They have on the lot a new Wilrich 51-foot chisel plow. Call 218-784-2961. Talk with Chuck or Neil for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, 218-784-2961.
Are you thinking about moving to an assisted living facility? Consider Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Located in the heart of the Red River Valley, Benedictine's Ada campus includes Benedictine Care Community, a 49-bed skilled nursing facility, and Mission Court, an 18-unit assisted living facility that shares a campus with Essentia Health Ada. That means you have full access to health care directly on site. Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Learn more online at www.blcada.org or give them a call at 218-784-5001.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
The Bitker Inc. pregame show continues tonight from Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, KRJB 106.5 FM and yourliveevent.com. Bitker Inc. tire savings this fall on all farm implement, farm truck, and passenger vehicle tires. Farmers, order your truck tires early. Supply is tight. Call Troy, the tire guy at Bitker Inc. 218-456 7467. Kevin Kochman along with Spencer Ribke tonight from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada for high school football as the Ada-Borup-West Cougars warming up. The Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves have now reached the field here at the Johnson Sports Complex as well. We're broadcasting from the Laura Tweeten Thrivent Financial Broadcast booth. When planning for retirement, visit with Laura Tweeten, your Thrivent financial representative in Ada and in Ulen today. Well, Spencer, I'll bring you in. Welcome into the broadcast. I know from the standpoint of tonight, this is football weather. It's not chilly, a little bit of moisture in the air, but otherwise, we had ourselves a good night for high school football, I think, Spence.
Definitely. Yeah, it's a great night. Field conditions the grass is a little damp, I guess, but low wind, cool temps. The kids are out chucking the footballs around. It's going to be a good night under the lights.
Hard to beat that. Now, you mentioned field conditions. That was you let us into something here, Spencer. The field conditions are brought to you by Dave Dahl and D&D Mowing. And you know what? Dave Dahl, he can do it all. He'll handle it all, whether it's big or small. Remember, call Dave Dahl when it comes to field conditions in your lawn. Keep it in good condition by calling Dave Dahl. 218-556-2116. And you mentioned dewy. Yes, a little moisture. Otherwise, Doug Sliniger's got this football field in pretty good shape at the Johnson Sports Complex.
Absolutely. It's looking really nice. You know, was that the Chicago Bears the other week with the crooked lines?
Yeah.
None of that out here. Not on Doug's watch.
Crooked lines in Chicago and a monsoon last Sunday. Here at the Johnson Sports Complex, absolutely not the case. So we're looking forward to a good field surface for the game, and we're looking forward to seeing the Cougars 21-0 winners last week over Foston. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars are trying to bounce back, and Coach talked about here this week, and you'll get a chance to talk to Coach a little more. He talked about, getting better, getting stronger as you go into this week of action. So we'll see how that unfolds. And I know we'll be talking with Coach Pfeiffer as well here in just a little bit here today as well to share some conversation. In fact, if it's working, if we want to, we want to go now to him. Maybe here's Spencer. Is that going to be all right? Or is he's ready?
Great. Yeah.
Okay.
Coach Pfeiffer's ready to go. So if we can get him a couple questions in here, that'd be awesome.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Spencer. It's pregame coaches comments here, brought to you by the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy, working with you, the area farmer. Let's go on down to the field where Spencer Ribke's got the head coach of the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, Aaron Pfeiffer.
All right. Hey, Coach. So you started off the year with a couple losses, facing a couple good teams, though. Made the long trip to Ada. How are we feeling about tonight?
Well, we'll see. We get a key lineman back tonight, and Carson Swanson. He's a people mover, and if we can get the ball rolling on the ground, hopefully we can make a game of it. That's been the Achilles heel so far, is just can't establish the running game.
Absolutely, and just glancing over the rosters, seems like your team has a good mix of seniors, juniors, sophomores. Like, are you seeing that you're getting good contributions from the seniors and also the underclassmen?
Yeah, we had a slow start getting some of our seniors back because of injury. We had a couple guys that just had to clean up some things eligibility-wise. So this is the most complete senior group tonight that we've had all year. Hopefully that translates into good things for us. We're trying to limit the number of guys that are going to have to be going both ways. We know the Cougars do a lot of spread, a lot of stuff where guys are going to get tired if they're on the field a lot. So we're going to try to make it better for our guys so they're not being stressed so much physically.
Absolutely, and getting those seniors back, maybe some extra depth there then should help when you're going against that passing attack of the Cougars.
Absolutely. That's something we're nervous about. We'd like to get some rush from anywhere we can get it, make that quarterback uncomfortable, because if he has time, he's gonna be deadly.
Great. So a couple questions left, Coach. When you gave your pregame speech, what's kind of the main thing or two that you're focusing on? What kind of message are you trying to send those kids in the locker room?
Yeah, I mean, our goal is, like I said, control the tempo on the ground, get that ball moving on the ground. If we can do that, we have an opportunity then to do some play-action passing, bootlegging, things like that we'd like to do. But if we can't get the ball moving off tackle, it could be a rough night for us.
Sure. And then last question, is it kind of special going coaching against a former teammate and everything, former Dragons here tonight? What's that like?
Yeah, I mean, it's always fun coaching against Paul. He's a great guy, and he was a damn good college football player at MSUM. And I had fond memories of playing there. I know he did, and I learned a lot from him. He was an older player than I was when I got there. And he just kind of taught me how to be a student of the game and how to prepare, and he did a good job of doing that. And clearly that translates into the way he coaches his high school team. They are very well prepared, and they take it seriously, and I'm trying to do the same thing for my guys.
Very good, Coach. Thank you, and good luck tonight.
Thank you.
Very good. That is Spencer Ribke down in the field with our pregame coach's comments. He's visiting with the head coach of the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, Aaron Pfeiffer. As our pregame coach's comments from the Georgetown Farmers Elevator and Georgetown Agronomy. To sell your grain, call Gary Balsam, 218-236-6661. The Bitker Inc. pregame show continues from Johnson Sports Complex in Ada on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. We'll come back. We'll have head coach of Ada-Borup-West, Paul Tingham, to join us next on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Bruce Visser is with us from Visser Grading. Bruce, we want to get out information and safety reminders during this harvest season. What do you have?
When you're doing your corn and your sugar beets and these fall crops, if the roads need a little extra attention, give me a call, 218-415-0191, and we can come out, get the roads back in shape.
We just want to wish everybody a safe harvest season as well, don't we?
Absolutely. This is a stressful time of the year, and we just want everybody to be safe out there.
Visser Grading, phone number again is?
218-415-0191.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Lynn Fords Insurance Agency with locations in Boston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Minoman, and Ada.
This is Spencer Rubke from Ada-Borup-West School. I want to thank the Booster Club members and businesses for their support of Cougar activities through contributions of time, money, and attendance at Booster-sponsored events. If you are not a member of the Booster Club, consider joining and supporting the organization that gives so much to Ada-Borup-West School.
It's time for the Bitker Inc. pregame show to continue here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Bitker Inc. Fall into savings. Tires at Bitker Inc. Located between Ada and Halstead. You'll find Bitker Inc. 218-456-7467. The Georgetown Farmers Elevator with our pregame coaches' comments. And down on the field with our comments in the pregame show, we've got Spencer Ribke with the head coach of Ada-Borup-West football, Paul Tingham.
Hey, Kevin, sitting here with Paul. So it's not typical where you have a JV game the same night as the varsity. Kind of a cool thing, though. How do you think that's going to impact? Did your guys get a little extra warm-up in kind of thing? Or how do you think that's going to impact those guys that are both JV and varsity guys?
Oh, nice tonight, like tonight where we do a JV scrimmage ahead of the varsity game. We don't play any of the varsity starters. So, like Monday we had a JV game and we had a handful of guys that played, but tonight we hold those guys out so they're stay fresh for the varsity game. So, a little different than basketball and volleyball. You don't want guys getting banged up. It's a little more physical. So, it'll be fine. Mostly young guys played and backups played, so we'll be good to go.
Okay, and you had a lot of success with the passing game, and that's kind of our go-to for Cougar football. Can we expect to see some more of that tonight?
Yeah, I think definitely we got to throw the ball. We have a lot of good receivers. We have a good quarterback, so it's one of our strengths. So we're definitely going to put the ball in the air. I think last week we were 2-to-1 yardage, 2-to-1 passing the running. So I probably expect the same thing tonight. And we're kind of getting more and more in every week as we progress through the season. We're getting more plays in and more progressions in. So yeah, we're definitely going to air the ball out. And we get a perfect night for it because there's actually no wind, which is very unusual here.
Right? Yeah, no wind. It's beautiful out here right now. And so, Coach, final question. We're going against a former college teammate tonight. What's that like, coaching against one of your former Dragons?
It's kind of cool. Pfeiffer and I played at Morehead State together. He's a couple years younger than I am, but we were there for a couple years together. He was played center for the Dragons, and I played strong safety. So, and we'd battle in practice once in a while, when we scrimmage each other. But yeah, it's always fun to see an old college teammate and battle against each other and reminisce a little bit about old times. And just kind of come from the same place, Morehead State, so that's kind of fun. Always fun to see that, for sure.
All right, Coach, thanks, and good luck tonight.
Hey, thank you.
That is Spencer Ribke down on the field with the head coach of Ada-Borup-West Cougar football, Paul Tingham, joining us in our Bitker Inc. pregame show as we're watching now the coin toss at midfield as the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves and the Ada-Borup-West Cougars are set to do battle on the football field tonight. The Georgetown Farmers Elevator with our pregame coach's comments. Thanks for selling your grain and purchasing agronomy products and services from Georgetown Farmers Elevator. They're working for you, the area farmer. Get information about the Georgetown Farmers Elevator at georgetownfarmers.com. As you can see, the colors of the game here tonight are brought to you by McCullum's Hardware in Ada. When it comes to deer season, archery season opening this weekend. If you're looking for, of course, all of your items for deer hunting and get ready for the hunt, you can do so at McCullum's Hardware in Ada. McCullum's Hardware in Ada with our colors of the game here tonight. And you can see the colors tonight. Ada-Borup-West wearing the red uniforms, red jersey tops, black bottoms, black numerals and letters, while the black helmets will go as well. For the Wolves, they're going with the white tops, blue pants, silver helmets. They will receive the opening kickoff, the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, as we see. Colors of the game and the coin toss there from McCullum's Hardware in Ada. We'll take a break here on the Bitker Inc. pregame show, come back and get you a little bit further closer to kickoff, set you up for the game, talk a little bit more about the Cougars and the Wolves here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
There is another way to minimize your farm's risk and protect its equity with margin protection coverage. This is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with IRE Insurance. Margin protection provides coverage against an unexpected decrease or increase in operating margin. In other words, we can put a policy in place to protect you from changing input costs and crop prices on your farm. Let us help you explore this option between now and September 30th to get you covered. For more information, go to IREINS.com.
You're protected and appreciated at IRE.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Holly and Hendrum.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
Bitker Inc. pregame show continuing tonight from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. Well, we have the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves warming up. I'm Kevin Kochman along with Spencer Ribke bringing you our pregame show. We are broadcasting from the Laura Tweet and Thrivent Financial broadcast booth here high atop the Johnson Sports Complex. Preparing for college and planning to save for college for those family members of yours. Make sure you have that conversation with Laura Tweet and your Thrivent Financial representative today in Ada and in Hewlin. Well, Spencer, as we get ready here for kickoff, gearing up for this one, you've laid out some of the storylines here tonight for these two matchups and these two squads. You can talk about Paul Tingham and Aaron Pfeiffer being college teammates, and they've been going against one another here a couple of times. You've got the tie, of course. Pfeiffer also Walker-Hackensack-Akeley track and field coach, too, so you've got a chance to get to know him on that side of the field as well.
Yeah, absolutely. It was kind of fun catching up with him a little bit. I always wondered when I saw him at track meets, I'm like, this guy looks like a football coach.
He kind of has that just demeanor about him. And just, when we look at these two teams, you kind of talked about it with Pfeiffer. They're trying to find themselves right now. They're 0-2. They've scored just 12 points. Offensively, they've really struggled to get anything going. They really want to establish stuff, and a goal today would be to try to get something going on the ground. And a big piece is that you mentioned bringing back Carson Swanson, a big piece of their offensive line, and that's going to be a key to success is who's going to get physical up front tonight.
Yeah, and it sounds like they're back to maybe full strength, whereas the last couple of weeks they've been, like you mentioned, lacking a guy here and there. So that's got to be a good feeling as a coach, and also as the team. You're a complete team and you're ready to go for the first time. It's almost like those first 2 games are preseason, and now let's buckle down with our full squad here.
For Ada-Borup-West on the other side, you look at some of the keys to success. Well, they win an overtime game over the Lake Park Audubon Raiders here on home field 2 weeks ago. And in that game, a couple of big plays. Through the first 2 weeks, they've got 9 plays of 20-plus yards. They're averaging 11 yards per pass play, 4 yards per run play. So they're moving the football. But consistency, right? They're lacking some consistency, and Coach is not afraid to say that. They're really looking for guys to step up and hoping that they maybe will take that foot forward here now in week 3.
Right, and like Coach mentioned in the pregame, there's a lot of great young receivers, so it will be interesting to see which one of them steps it up tonight.
Cameron Spaeth, a junior in that wide receiving core, and the Cougars have 7 guys that they rotate at the wideout spots, 3 and 4 wide receivers out on a regular basis in formation. Cameron leads the district with 210 receiving yards on the season and 10 catches. Aiden Markison through the air has thrown touchdowns and has also thrown an interception. Has a 60% passer rating. He's the number 2 passer in the district, so they certainly have some abilities. It's a matter of putting that together, like you mentioned. Trenton Sipp in the backfield, the lone running back with over 100 yards on the ground this season, and that's through 2 games. And, Spencer, Ada-Borup-West football here in recent years, if that was the case, you'd be saying it's a totally different crew, and that's exactly it. This is a different team than a year ago.
Yep, it's a new look. I look through the roster, and I do see a great mix of even some freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, likewise with Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. And, it's a brand new team. But 2-0 has got to be a good feeling. They kind of snuck by that first game, and Walker on the other end, 0-2. I don't know, Kevin. I think they saw some good teams those first 2 weeks, so we'll have a good one tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. Losses to Pine River Bacchus and New York Mills for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves in their first 2 weeks of action. So, yeah, it will be a lot of fun tonight to see who steps up, who stands out on the field here this evening. Now, another thing that's happening here tonight at the Johnson Sports Complex is halftime will be a recognition of the second class of the Ada-Borup-West Cougar Hall of Fame. The induction ceremony is tomorrow afternoon at 1 o'clock. We'll have that on yourliveevent.com. At the Ada-Borup-West School, and all are welcome to attend the induction ceremony. So with those 9 going into the hall, including 2 classes, the 66 boys basketball team and the 09 girls basketball team both being inducted as teams. Other individuals, it's pretty exciting and a lot of fun, and we had a lot of fun interviewing all the inductees here over the last couple of days, and they aired on KRJB today. You can go to the website news page at rjbroadcasting.com and listen back to all the interviews. And you would talk to Ruth Hayden, I don't know, she's been a Hall of Famer for a long time before going in now to the Ada-Borup-West Cougar Hall of Fame. But just fun to share those memories and obviously to fire up, talk high school and memories. It's been a lot of fun listening back to those.
I was listening to Ruth's interview today. I thought she did a great job. It's great to hear people with all those years of experience and expertise talk about their passion.
And it's no doubt a lot of fun, so look forward to that as well. They'll be recognized at halftime tonight. We'll get a chance to put those on the screen here as well. The Bitker Inc. pregame show continues from the Johnson Sports Complex. We'll be coming back with the starting lineups and the kickoff for high school football. It is the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. Yours tonight on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Welcome to the Ada-Borup-West School. This educational campus is filled with energy and a culture of striving for excellence with academics, fine arts, and athletics. With current enrollment over 700 students who are busy learning and participating in school activities, the administration and staff of Ada-Borup-West School welcomes parents and community members to also participate with support to all students. Learn more of the current success and events at the school website ada.k12.mn.us.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground applications, crop protection products, and more. AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Eli Swenson at AgriMax today at 218-790-6375 or visit them online at agrimaxllc.com.
Even in today's world of instant communication and entertainment at the tip of your fingers, we can feel alone, disconnected, and detached. Whether you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, mental health, or just the stress of everyday life, Illuma is here for you, to guide you, to help you find the light within, and instill hope for a brighter tomorrow. The light is in you. Visit illumacares.org.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
At Community Co-op, we offer our energy solutions programs to help area farm operations. Hi, this is Rocky Bruin. One of our popular programs is our fuel contracting with only 30 cents per gallon upfront payment, and our pricing programs are a couple quick reasons why you would lock in your fuel contracting price with Community Co-op. Let us help you manage your risk. Call 1-888-935-2281 and we can discuss more of your energy solutions programs from Community Co-ops Lake Park.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart. East of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
It's time for the starting lineups here tonight. Part of the Bitker Inc. pregame show on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. The starting lineups are brought to you by Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North at Ada. They have full line of Fendt, Massey Ferguson, and Challenger tractors, and the high-capacity Claas combines too. 218-784-2961, Ziegler Ag Equipment. Starting lineups first for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves as we're seeing them here on YourLiveEvent.com and the Bitker Inc. pregame show. They'll start at left tackle. They've got him back. 6'5", 260-pound senior, number 68, Carson Swanson. The left guard is a senior, number 57, Fisher Smith. The center, 75, Aiden Phillips, a junior. Peyton Yeats is a sophomore right guard, wearing number 54. And Devin Johnson wears number 39. He is a junior. Receivers, Blake Watson, a sophomore, wears number 16. And Leighton Pinsky is a junior, wearing number 15. The tight end is number 2, a senior, Eli Pfeiffer. In the backfield, a senior, Enrique Fine-Day, wearing number 5, and a senior, number 11, Logan Watts. The quarterback is a sophomore, number 13, Parker Brock. The Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves head coach is Aaron Pfeiffer, and he's assisted by Michael Anderson, Paul Raditz, Doug Schultz, Cody Stevenson, and Joe Woods. the starting lineups from Ziegler Ag Equipment here in the Bitker Inc. pregame show. For the Ada-Borup-West Cougars defensively, they will go 4 down linemen today. Mason Larson, a sophomore, wears number 81. Ashton Kesselberg, a senior, number 53. Austin Dryden, a junior, number 59. And a junior, number 21, Charles Scholl. The linebackers, a sophomore, 50, a senior, number 50, Trenton Sipp. And a senior, number 64, Gabe Mertz. In the defensive backfield, 5 defensive backs tonight. A junior, Wyatt Larson, wears number 12. A sophomore, number 4, Austin McCraven. A junior, number 3, Cameron Spaeth. A junior, number 2, Lance Kritzberger. And a junior, number 22, Brennan Fetting. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars, coached by Paul Tingham, assisted by Dan Jorgensen, Nate McCraven, Kenley Wallin, and also on the field, Jared Brainerd and Braden Fetting, also an assistant coach here for tonight's contest. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars are wearing the red uniforms, black bottoms, and black helmets. For the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, the white jerseys, the blue pants, and silver helmets, blue numerals and letters. You've been checked in to the Bitker Inc. pregame show, and those were the starting lineups here today, presented to you by Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. Ziegler Ag Equipment, on the lot, a new Wilrich 51-foot chisel plow. Talk to Chuck or Neil for pricing at 218-784-2961. And thanks again to Bitker Inc. for our pregame show, pregame show, period. I'm Kevin Kochman here tonight from the booth, Laura Tweet and Thrive and Financial Broadcast booth here today. Also joined by Spencer Ribke down on the field, and down on the field, Spencer, enjoying the weather here this evening as we're getting ready for the opening kickoff. We've got Aaron Sipp running the camera here tonight, and we have Kaylin back in the studio as our engineer for the broadcast. Whenever possible, please patronize the advertisers that you're going to be hearing and seeing here tonight. At the very least, tell them thank you. They are the reason we're able to bring you coverage of high school sports. And tonight, with R&J Sports, 10 different football games, somehow, some way, with radio and on yourliveevent.com. We're ready to rock and roll here tonight as here comes Asher. He's ready to play. I think he's going to get ready to kick off as well. Spencer's ready to go. There's nothing better than Friday Night Lights and a good crowd here at the Johnson Sports Complex, Spencer.
Absolutely. I was actually going to comment on the crowd, and there's still a line at the gate. Lots of smiles on both sidelines. You can just feel the excitement down here.
There's the bleachers. As Dave Dahl plays We Will Rock You, the bleachers are starting to shake. We got the feels here in the box, and it's actually translating on camera too. It's kind of like when they do jump around right at Madison. I'm sure that's how it works. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars are going to kick the football away to start this one, as Mason Larson averages 43 yards a kickoff. We'll have the ball teed up, and we'll kick it from right to left. As we see it here, he's kicking from the south end zone to the north end zone. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will receive the opening kickoff. Mason Larson will kick it from right to left. As our opening kick is brought to you by Marcus & Accounting Service, and it is away. And the Wolves will be back to receive this one. It bounces, and Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will pick it up at the 15-yard line, across the 20-yard line where he's tripped up there. Returning was Logan Watts, tripped up by the Cougars at about the 22-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley.
It's always dangerous when that kick goes over the head of the returner and they got to put their arms up.
From their own 22, the Wolves will have it 1st and 10. Parker Brock is the quarterback. Logan Watts will be in the backfield with Enrique Fine. Receivers Blake Watson and Leighton Pinsky. Tight end is Eli Pfeiffer for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. Wolves will come out in formation. They'll have receivers each way and I formation behind the quarterback, the sophomore Parker Brock, who will be in under center. He'll turn and hand the football off, and it'll be Watts, his first carry of the game across the 25-yard line and up to the 28-yard line. There, it'll be a gain of 6 on 1st down.
And Kevin, they're running right behind 68, Carson Swanson. Pancake block on that play. Love to see it.
Yeah, it's a good physical play, and that was going to be a key tonight, just seeing who is going to come out and be the physical leaders on the squad. And no question, the Wolves have their physical leader back on the field. I formation behind Brock, the quarterback. He'll turn and hand it off. This is Fine Day. Mason Larson brings him down across the 30 to the 32. Fine Day should have a 1st down and a gain of 3.
Interesting. I'm not going to comment out on every single play, Kevin, but they flip-flop 68 to the left side, and they run the ball behind him again.
A 4-yard run for Enrique Fine Day and a 1st down. Well, it's going to be something, and obviously adjustments will need to be made as the game goes on by the coaching staff. To the 32-yard line, 1st and 10 for the Wolves. They'll come out again, I formation, receivers each way. Brock is the quarterback, 1st and 10. Turn and hand the football off in the backfield. This is Watts running hard. He is brought down at the 36-yard line. Give him 4 yards on a 1st down rush for the Wolves.
Spaeth got in on that tackle just enough to bring him down. Sorry, excuse me, Kritzberger.
Okay, and Kritzberger among the leading tacklers for Ada-Borup-West, 10 tackles thus far in the season, and has recorded the only sack defensively as well. I formation for the Wolves, near sideline, just underway, 10-18 to play first quarter, no score. I formation behind Brock. They'll give on the counter. The handoff is in the backfield to Watson. He's spun down by the Cougar defense. Looks like a play made by Ada-Borup-West's Trenton Sipp, who's an aggressive player. No gain on the play, third down.
Yeah, and Mason Larson wrapped him up really nicely as well. I think Sipp blew up the play, and Larson came in to clean up with a nice, solid tackle. Nowhere to go.
Well, it is the Cougar defense getting aggressive and defensively up front. 4 down linemen tonight for the contest. They went 4 linemen last week against Foston as well. Split I backfield. Brock under center. Heavy right formation. Turn, give inside on the delayed handoff, and Watts has space. He's going to be stopped at the 40. Great defense by the Cougars. I do believe that's flying in was Cameron Spaeth, bringing him down just past the 40. It'll be a 4-yard gain, 4th and short for the Wolves upcoming.
Nice job by Parker Brock, though, selling that pass. I thought it was pass all the way until the very last second.
A nice delayed handoff, give on the counter inside, and absolutely good work by Brock. And, third week for Brock behind center, too, or under center in this case. Certainly he's coming of age as a sophomore as well. And the Wolves look like they're going for it. They're at their own 41, a 4th down and a long yard. Brock under center, I formation behind. They give to Fine Day, and he's going to bust through the line. He's got a first down. Fine Day up to the 43. Give him 2 hard-earned yards for Enrique Fine Day and a first down for the Wolves.
The Wolves want to run the ball, and they're making it known, aren't they, Kevin?
Absolutely. Physical, and you talked about that in a pregame show. Coach Pfeiffer wanted to see it, and so far he's seeing it. And it's going to have to be, that give-and-take game. 8:50 to play first quarter. Scoreless action. Wolves, a couple of first downs on their opening drive. Brock will be under center. Receivers each way. I formation behind. Turn and give it to Watts. In the backfield, slips away from one tackler. Gets to the 45, where he's brought down by the Cougar defense there. Slipping ahead for a yard, maybe 2 on first down.
Yeah, that was Gabe Mertz getting in the backfield, disrupting things. The back eluded him, but he was the first one to get a touch on the running back.
Gabe Mertz from that linebacker spot, a senior. It's a 3rd start in a row for Gabe. Receivers each way again in the formation for the Wolves. Far side hash. They're going to the south end zone. Turn, hand it off. Second man through Watts. He blasts past one wave of tacklers, and it is brought down at the 48-yard line. Give him 3 yards, and it's 3rd down and 5.
The right guard had a really nice pull on that one and just kicked the defensive end out. It was a nice block and opened up the gap there.
Enjoying a good drive to start the football game for the offense of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. They've produced just 12 points thus far this season. They come out with a 3rd down and 5 from the 48-yard line. Brock will be under center again. They'll split the backs. Otherwise, a split eye behind Brock. They'll pitch to the near sideline and busted up in the backfield. The Cougars defense, Trenton Sipp came flying in, brought Watts down way back for a loss on the play, and that was great defensive pressure by the Cougars.
Kevin, it looked like there was maybe a little bit of pre-snap confusion there. They kicked the fullback out and toss sweep play and had nowhere to go, and Trenton meeting him as soon as he caught that toss.
That's a high-performance play from Performance Ag of Borup. High-performance play by Sipp, who blew up the play, and the Cougars force the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves into punt formation. For the Wolves, stepping back and doing the punting here will be number 85. That is Levi Norvold, and the kick is high, end over end to kick. Coach Wallin says, get out of the way, yelling Peter or whatever you want to yell, and it's at the 38-yard line where the Cougars will have it 1st down and 10. What is the call? I mean, has that changed, Spence, from year to year when you got to get out of the way? What's the Mayday call out there?
It was Peter, just like it was back in my day.
Okay.
Kevin, I saw the Wolves got to be careful on those punt plays to touch the ball. It's still a live ball. If the Cougars decided to scoop that up, they'd have a free play, actually. But the second Wolf to come in actually came and downed it then.
Well, yeah, it's just one of those smart plays, right? Now, Cougars have the football now, their own 39-yard line. First possession of the game for Ada-Borup-West. 6:49 remains in this first quarter, no score. Cougars will have it offensively 1st and 10, and we'll talk offensive set for the Cougars in just a moment. Aiden Markison stands alone in the shotgun. 2 receivers left, 3 to the right. They send Cameron Spaeth in motion, and a quick flip to Spaeth. Tries to cut to the outside, and Spaeth gets physical, crosses the 40 up to the 44-yard line where he's rushed out of bounds by the defense of the Wolves. They'll give him to the 45, officially 6 yards on 1st down.
Eli Pfeiffer, the guy to bring him down for the Wolves. I think we're going to see a little bit of contrast in the two teams' offensive styles, Kevin.
Yeah, I think you're going to see, right, in just our thought, maybe a little more finesse, try to get to the edge by the Cougars. For the Wolves, you're going to see the ground and pound. Is that what your expectations are?
I think so. Spread it out, maybe some more passing on the Cougar side of the ball, and the Wolves, a lot of running and pound the ball up the middle.
It's going to be Marcuson in the pistol formation. The back behind him is Fetting. They give to Fetting on the inside handoff, and Fetting cuts to the outside, switches hands, and great blocking downfield by Kritzberger. Now it's going to be Fetting up to the 25 and brought down to the 24-yard line. A big gain and a first down. They're going to see a flag down, and there could be a hold.
Yep, 52, I think, got a little bit of hold. Tate Jacobson possibly grabbed a little bit of the jersey and helped seal out that outside edge.
Spot at the 48, so it'll be 3 yards for Fetting and then 10 yards back from there. So that's an unfortunate scenario for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. However, the rules are the rules. Spence, you got to play with the rules, and sometimes those holes get made big because of a holding.
Yep. You can't be grabbing that jersey. As soon as you feel him slipping away, let it go, let it go.
Fetting on the carry, and they go 10 yards back on the holding penalty, so forget it here. Ball going to go all the way back to the 38-yard line, back before the original line of scrimmage.
I do like the pre-snap motions I'm seeing from the Cougars, though. It's entertaining.
Yeah, there's a lot of movement here in this offensive formations. They're going to go 2 each way. Pistol formation for Marcuson, and Brennan Fetting is the back in behind the quarterback. Now a quick screen in the slot. That's going to be Spaeth. Gets away from 1 and 2. He's got a first down. Spaeth will get into Wolf territory, crossing midfield out of bounds at the 48-yard line. That'll be a gain of 14 and a first down.
That was number 11, Logan Watts, that finally knocked him out of bounds, but Cameron was shifty there, putting on the moves. I think he made 3 or 4 guys miss.
For the Cougars, the penalty on that hold, Spencer, that was penalty number 8 on the entire season. 7 penalties through the first 2 games. To the 30, make it 48-yard line now for the Cougars. They're in Wolf territory. 5 of 40 remains in this first quarter. No score. First possession for the Cougars. After the penalty, they're on the far side hash, moving to the north end zone. And Marcuson will be in the pistol, Fetting behind him. 2 receivers right, 2 to the left of the formation. Marcuson sends Spaeth in motion. Quick handoff and goes to the outside. It's Fetting. Fetting first down and more. To the 30. Fetting, stiff arm, and Watt's going to bring him down at about the 27-yard line. Great play again, and good blocking on the outside seal as a run goes 21 yards for Brennan Fetting.
Watts has saved a couple of potential touchdowns already here with his tackles and getting guys pushed out of bounds. Because the Cougars have broken up a couple of these runs wide open.
And some good blocking out. One was a hold on a big play, but they're a big play of 21. That makes it now 10 plays on the season of 20-plus yards. As stats keeping goes, a big play constitutes a play of 20 or more. So that's good, getting to the double-digit numbers there. Big playability by the Cougar offense. Puts the ball at the 26-yard line, so officially got to give Fetting 22 on the carry and a first down. Now they'll come out again, pistol formation. It's been working. Marcuson is in the pistol. Fetting remains behind him, sending Spaeth in motion. This time Marcuson's going to keep. He's going to look left. He'll dump one off. This is Fetting catching it in the... No, this is Spaeth in the flats. Spaeth across the 15. First down to the 12-yard line. That's a gain of 14 and another first down for the Cougars.
Number 9, Joseph Bilo got the hit on Cameron. And like you mentioned, the blocking, the wide receivers are doing a nice job of blocking right now for the Cougars.
I saw on the big play that got called back for a hold, Lance Kritzberger was one doing a nice job blocking in the open field. So, those open field tackles on defense or a downfield block sealing by the receivers, some good things to see. Just over 5 minutes to play first quarter. Cougars have the ball at the Wolves' 12-yard line. Pistol formation for Marcuson. 2 receivers each way, and Fetting stands behind Marcuson. They're going to fake the handoff and give this time to the to Fetting, and Brendan Fetting trying to get in the end zone for the first time this season. He'll plunge all the way down to the 4-yard line as they're going to be a gain there of 8 and make it 9. It'll be second down and short.
78, Lucas Mertz out there, the freshman, pushing people around. And then on top of that, Fetting, nice job of running, took 5 guys to bring him down.
Now Lucas Mertz starting at the right guard spot tonight, Dryden the right tackle, Gabe Mertz the center, Ashton Kesselberg left guard, Tate Jacobson, game-winning field goal in week 1. He's the left tackle for the game here today. And so with some changes out here, we will see Marcuson under center. Turn, hand the football off. Trenton Sipp, who will plunge forward to the 1-yard line, get a couple. Should be a first and goal now for the Cougars.
54, Peyton Yeats bringing him down. There's a couple hard hits there on Trenton.
Alexander Bourne is now at left tackle. He popped in for Jacobson there, so Bourne been in on that left tackle spot as well. So some other names that we're seeing. Cougars' fourth first down on this drive. Just over 4 minutes to play before the first quarter horn sounds. Cougars first and goal at the 1. Marcuson will be under center. They go with Sip and Jacobson in the backfield now. And deep back is going to be Sean Green, who scored last week. And going into the end zone, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars will plunge in as a running back that time, or quarterback. Aiden Marcuson is in. A 1-yard score, another rushing touchdown for Marcuson, and the Cougars lead it 6-0.
Gotta love the quarterback sneak. Classic.
You love the quarterback sneak. That was your favorite play.
Yes.
Gully would come in and say, quarterback sneak, Spence, go for it.
The best is when coach calls a play, you run to the huddle, and your linemen are saying, just sneak it.
Marcuson, the touchdown run, the extra point kick from Jacobson is up, and the kick is good. And on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars lead the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves 7-0 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halsted. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
Ada-Borup-West scores on their first drive of the football game. They forced Walker-Hackensack-Akeley to punt. Cougars go 9 plays and 61 yards. A 1-yard rushing touchdown for Aiden Marcuson. The PAT kick good by Tate Jacobson. And the Cougars lead at 7-0 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman and Spencer Ribke with you. And Spencer, you talking about Lucas Mertz getting the start tonight as a freshman and putting a lot of time in the offseason. You got to spend time in the weight room, and he did some of that.
I think, yes, and maybe that's Big Brother's influence, but those guys spent a lot of time in that weight room this summer, and he's out here moving people on the varsity, so hard work pays off.
3:56 remains first quarter. The Cougars will kick it away. Larson's end-over-end kick is a good one. Watt's going to get it at the 11-yard line. He'll cut it up into the center of the wedge, gets across the 20, and back to the 22, 23-yard line. That's where it'll be 1st and 10 for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, and nearly the exact same starting field position they had on their first drive.
McCraven and a bunch of other Cougars in on the tackle, but that's a second kick return. He hasn't quite fielded very clean.
So with that, Cougars will come out defensively, and again, 4 down linemen with Larson, Kesselberg, Dryden, and Shaw. Your down linemen here for Ada-Borup-West. They go with a 2 linebacker set with Sip and Mertz, and 5 defensive backs. Big name for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley is Carson Swanson. You see him, number 68, lined up at right now. He's a left tackle for him. Brock under center with the play-action pass on first down. They're going to try to hit one into the flats, and a catch is made by Eli Pfeiffer. Out of bounds on the Cougars sideline from the 23-yard line as they get him up to the 25, up to the 30-yard line. Now they're going to say maybe just short, 29. So a 6-yard catch for Pfeiffer.
That was an athletic play by Pfeiffer. It kind of bobbled it at first, not right on the money, and he was able to reel it in before he got pushed out of bounds.
For the Wolves, it'll be 2nd down and 4 at the 29-yard line. Quarterback Brock will be under center, I formation behind him. Deep back is going to be Logan Watts at a good first drive, and Watts fakes right, goes left up the middle. Bursting through a hole to the 35, up to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 8 and a first down for the Wolves of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley.
75, Aiden Phillips had a great block on that play. That's what I call a Honda hole. You drive a car right through it.
I like it, a Honda hole. That's a good reference. Sometimes people say Mack truck, but I like a Honda hole. That's more like it. Wolves 1st and 10 at the 37. 3.5 to play first quarter. They trail 7-0 to Ada-Borup-West. Brock under center, turns, hands it off again to Watts. Left side, he'll plunge into the Cougars' defense. Not afraid of contact, and brought down, looks like Charles Shaw in the mix there, and also in the mix that time, Tate Jacobson. But Watts goes ahead to the 40, gain of 2 on the play.
A blitz kind of disrupted that a little bit early on. I want to say it was Tate Jacobson getting in there, and he kind of showed the blitz, and I wonder if that threw off the lineman a little bit.
Wolves under center, Brock. Receiver each direction in the formation. I formation behind Brock. Back to pass on, second down. Rolling to his right, gets away from pressure, now fires it out of bounds. And great catch on the out-of-bounds area there by the Ada-Borup-West Cougars that time. But nonetheless, it was out of bounds. Incomplete pass, 3rd down and 8.
He had a lot of time to throw that. A great little pocket, but good coverage by the Cougars. And I think the quarterback made the right decision there by just getting rid of it and get it out of bounds.
So the Wolves will break the huddle. 2:49 to play first quarter, trailing 7-0. 2 receivers to the right of the formation, to the near side of the formation is the ball actually dead center between the hashes. Brock turns, back to pass, will go backside of the offensive play, find Pfeiffer, nowhere to go, Charles Shaw. He was kind of just hanging out there, Spence, and he brought down the intended target, which was Pfeiffer. Pfeiffer back to the 36, a loss of 4 on the play.
Yeah, Charlie Shaw wasn't fooled. I'm not sure if that was a designed just halfback swing pass or if they were trying to set up a screen there, but Charlie was right there to make the stop. And I'm having a hard time on these passes with all these delayed handoffs. Is it actually a pass? Is he going to hand it off? It's kind of a neat little thing they have going on for their offense, but that time Charlie was there to disrupt it.
Cougars have a couple back deep to receive a punt as Fetting and Spaeth are back. 4th and 12 for the Wolves on their own 36-yard line. 2 minutes to play. First quarter at 7-0. Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. High snap goes over the punter, and he is going to try to pick it up. Ball still loose now. He falls on top of it as Levi Norvold does fall on top of it. Great break for the Cougars special teams. It'll be first down at the 15-yard line of the Wolves. Great situation for the Cougars.
Yeah, unfortunate for the Wolves, but it's kind of neat seeing those defensive linemen find that extra gear when they see that snap go over the punter's head.
It's their time to shine, Spence, and got to let them enjoy it. To the 15-yard line, Cougars will have it in Wolf territory with 1:54 to play here in this first quarter and a 7-0 advantage. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley bringing out their defense, which is Fisher Smith, Devin Johnson, Amani Nason, and Gavin Olschlager, the line. Watts, Joe Head, Peyton Yeats, and Enrique Feinday are the linebackers as the Cougars come out. 1st and 10. Split backs in the backfield. The give this time is going to be Triplett, and it's going to be Tristan Triplett all the way into the end zone, 15 yards for a touchdown.
Tristan Triplett just head down and run up the middle. Aiden Markison did a great job carrying out the fake on that play.
He did. The give and then split back, one play and a touchdown. He had the ball in the belly and just a really nice job, and the quarterback can absolutely make that sell. Score comes with 1:48 to play here in this first quarter. A 15-yard touchdown run. As Spaeth going to hold the extra point attempt as Jacobson, who is connected on all of his extra points thus far, and a 22-yard game-winning field goal. Laces were out this time, and he missed it. See? Curse of the radio guy, Spencer. That's what we get, I guess.
You mentioned Spaeth holding. Both snaps have been a little low. He's done a nice job of getting the ball onto the platform there for the kicker.
With the extra point kick failing, Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, Ada-Borup-West 13, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley nothing on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
$13-0, Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. That was just a one-play drive. It was set up by the botched snap on a punt attempt by Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Went over the head of their punter, Levi Norvold. Cougars one play and a Tristan Triplett 15-yard touchdown run. PAT fails. It's 13-0. Cougars leading the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. Kevin Kochman, Spencer Ribke with you down on the field here tonight. Spencer, a nice crowd in attendance on a beautiful Friday night under the lights.
It is. It's a great crowd. The bleachers are full. The sidelines are full. And like Coach Tindra mentioned, there's no wind out here right now.
How about the mosquitoes?
I stole some from the coaching squad.
You got some spray, so you feel great. Okay, good. I was going to say I had a few in the garden before the game tonight. I had to deal with some of those. So, yeah, it's definitely – that might be the only downside. but we'll deal with it. Mason Larson's going to kick it away for the Cougars, leading 13-0 with 1:48 to play in the first quarter. It bounces to Watts at the 16-yard line this time. Gets away from one tackler and two across the 25, and he's met by a host of red and black at the 27, make it 28-yard line. First down and 10 it'll be for the Wolves, their third possession in this first quarter.
Great job by Watts there. He fielded that one pretty clean and just got what he could. The coverage was pretty good. Wyatt Larson was there right away. And then the rest of the Cougars came to clean it up.
Head of steam, right? When you can catch it on the run, so to speak, it's just a little extra step for you. And Watts has got a lot of power, so we'll watch him continue to grow here as not only today goes, but as senior year grows. 80 yards last week and a touchdown against New York Mills. Brock under center for the Wolves. He'll pitch to Watts left side. Pulling guard. Watts tries to get to the outside edge and will not be able to get there. It's going to be a loss on the play to the 26-yard line, a loss of 2. Cougars did a good job of reading that rollout pitch.
Trenton Sipp is a hard guy to get past. I mean, he's fast. He's a sideline-to-sideline guy, and he was the one to make the tackle there.
Sipp, one of the leading tacklers a year ago for Ada-Borup-West. They graduated Ollie Kritzberger, who was the leading tackler a year ago. Definitely was a physical presence, and Sipp was going to need to step up. He's done so thus far. Good presence on the field for the Cougars. Far side hash, 1:05 to play in this first quarter. They give again to Watts. He'll plunge ahead. Gets back to the line of scrimmage and further to the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 for Logan Watts. Third down for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley upcoming.
I haven't noticed a lot of variation with the snap count, but on that particular play, it looked like the quarterback had the ball and was already turning around before some of the offensive linemen got out of their stance. So I wonder if there was a little miscommunication there.
It very well could be. Wolves facing a 3rd and 7 with 37 seconds to play in the first quarter. Brock under center. I formation behind him. Receivers each way. Back to pass. No, it's going to be that delayed handoff, and Watts has got space into Cougar territory. 30-yard line, rushed out of bounds by the Cougars defense, and a last man standing out there for Ada-Borup-West was going to be for the Cougars, Wyatt Larson. Big run by Watts as that delayed handoff again got the Cougars.
It got you and I think me too as well, Kevin. The quarterback, Parker Brock, does a great job of selling that as a pass. And then Watts gets the ball, and he's got wheels too.
That is a 40-yard run and a big play for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, flipping the field and a huge first down. Final 15 seconds of the first quarter. Brock will be under center I formation. Deep back is Watts. Fine-Day is the fullback. They give to Enrique Fine-Day, and he's met by the Cougars defense, including Lance Kritzberger, Trenton Sipp there. They're going to mark him at the 29-yard line, which will be the final play of the first quarter. Fine-Day going to get a yard on the carry, and that is the end of the first quarter. On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, after 1, Ada-Borup-West leads Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 13-0 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's JERRID.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term, fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/FarmerMac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Welcome back to the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Time to focus up on the game with Valley Vision Clinic. Dr. Dave Solsig and his staff remind you, keep your focus, regular eye examinations. Schedule your appointments. They're located in the Valley Square building in Ada, 218-784-4091. Focusing on the running game, Spencer. Kevin Kochman, Spencer Ribke here tonight for you with the broadcast on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Getting ready for the second quarter. Spencer, the teams have established the run. It's been an entertaining first half thus far.
That's right, and like we talked about a little bit off air, we're really liking that delayed handoff play that the Wolves are running, and they sell it so well. They run it very effectively.
Ball is spotted at the 27-yard line. We flip the field. The Wolves are going to the north end zone now, and Parker Brock is under center. He's got I formation, a pitch, now a reverse opportunity for the Wolves. First time we've seen this, and this time running to the outside edge, cutting back now, trying to zigzag in. It's a lot of running and only 2 yards gained. Not a lot of, well, maybe a little bit more than 2 yards gained, I should say. I'm looking at the wrong line there. Going to put the ball all the way up to the 21-yard line, so it's actually 6 yards. And on the carry that time was Jalen Sayers. Little razzle-dazzle that time.
Yeah, nice blocks on the outside. 16, Blake Watson out there as a wide receiver out blocking. 68, Carson Swanson as a pulling tackle. They had it set up.
Sayers gets 6. So it's 3rd and 2 at the 21-yard line. 2 receivers to the right side of the formation. Pfeiffer, the tight end, is to the left. I formation behind quarterback Brock, who is back to pass, rolling to his right. A lot of time. Now gets a couple of Cougars in the air. There's a flag way behind the play. And this is in the area maybe of a hold here, Spencer.
It's possible. I didn't see what happened. But, they will have to sprinkle in some passes if they want to keep that delayed handoff effective.
Yeah, it's all part of they've run the play action a number of times, and like you say, with that delay specific, you got to make sure that's something that is continued there to keep everybody honest. Let's see here. As Craig Samuelson, I do believe, is our head official here tonight, if I'm not mistaken.
Looks like an offensive hold.
Hold is the call, and going to move the football back. They marked it 4 yards beyond the line of scrimmage where the hold happened. So it ends up being a 14-yard penalty against Walker-Hackensack-Akeley when it's all said and done. Ball goes all the way back to the 35. So 3rd and 2 becomes 3rd and a whole lot. Put it all the way back to 35.
In the playbook here, Kevin.
Yeah, let's see. See what Coach Pfeiffer dials up. Brock is under center. I formation, receivers each way. Similar formation. Fine Day is the fullback. They give just a quick delay. Nowhere to go. The Cougars have absolutely swallowed that one up as they're going to give forward progress to the 47, make it 48-yard line, 37-yard line. So really nowhere to go for the Wolves that time. 38, loss of 3, and 4th down and a long way to go for the Wolves.
Number 59, Austin Dryden. The kids call him AD.
AD.
Stuffed the run there.
Nice job by Dryden. Good defensive play. Cougars penetrating through the middle that time. It's going to be another punt formation for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, facing 4th down and about 18 yards. Cougars are going to send really only one deep back now to try to receive. We'll see if they're kind of playing towards it might be a fake here as well. Snap, and the kick is away. The kick from Norvold is going to be Fetting at the 7-yard line. He'll fake left, go right. 15, 20, 25, cuts back, Fetting up to the 30-yard line. And a real nice return there for Ada-Borup-West. Good starting field position. 10-11 to play second quarter. They lead Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 13-0. So for the Cougars, let's see here. They're going to officially mark the ball at the 31-yard line, where it'll be 1st down and 10 to start this second quarter of play.
Kevin, on that punt return, number 12, Wyatt Larson, gave him just enough on the block for him to get those extra yards.
Gotta love that special teams inclusion, and a lot of guys, they don't get many times off the field. And Wyatt making whenever he gets an opportunity, seems like he's one that wants to get physical out there.
Yeah, we were just discussing with Bill where he received that punt. It was about the 7-yard line.
I think it was the 7-yard line. I would agree. We've got Aiden Markison under center, split backs in the backfield, 2 receivers to the left of the formation for the Cougars on 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line. Handoff goes, I believe that was Triplett in the backfield, Tristan Triplett. He'll plunge ahead to the 33, give him 2 yards on 1st down.
53, Amani Nason. They're disruptive in the backfield.
First time we get Nason's name out there tonight, at least in full effect. Again, same formation, now receivers 2 to the right side of the field. Markison, naked bootleg here. He's going to throw one out. Pass is caught. Well, Larson gets away from the tackler into Wolf territory now at the 45-yard line. Jared Brainerd's fired up on the sidelines, getting down there. Wyatt Larson with 22 yards and a 1st down.
Yeah, you mentioned Jared Brainerd. I love the passion that you see from him on the sideline. He gave me a little preview on his pregame speech. It was something else.
He got to do the speech today, huh?
I think so.
Big moment for him. Big moment for the young man.
And that was a big play there. Wyatt, it was a nice pass and catch and shake a guy and get a couple extra yards.
Aiden Markison is 3 for 3 through the air here so far, 50 yards passing. Send receivers each direction. Hand it off. This is Trenton Sipp, who's going to go ahead to the 40-yard line, get 5 yards, pushing on that right side, the short side hash, headed to the south end zone. Trenton Sipp gets 5 on first down for the Cougars.
Cougars are having nice success with the pass, but also with their run game right now, Kevin.
Yeah, they're mixing it up nicely and keeping and you know, you see on this drive with 8:50 to play second quarter, we see Aiden Markison with the play action pass and is able to keep things going and honest out here.
Yeah, that was a nice little empty hand fake Aiden put on there.
That's next level stuff.
It is.
Markison under center, got the wishbone formation. Pitch left side. This is going to be Green. He's going to cut to the outside. Green, who got in the end zone last week against Foston, up to the 31-yard line. That's a gain of 9 for Sean Green, and that was going to be a first down.
Some nifty running there, and Tate Jacobson, I noticed, was out there taking care of business, getting the block.
This name might not make sense to you, Spencer, and that's fine. Anytime I read the name Sean Green, I think of the early 2000s, late 90s Los Angeles Dodger Sean Green. I don't know why my mind goes there, but it does. I apologize. Toronto Blue Jay, yes. There too. See, Eric Smart knew what I'm talking about. There's something.
Who would win in a foot race? The Cougar Sean Green or the Dodger?
Hard to tell.
Okay.
Hard to tell. Depends if Chris Berman is there. You've got receivers each direction for the Cougars, 3 backs in the backfield. Markison under center. He fakes the handoff to Green, steps up in the pocket, delivers a bomb, going for Spaeth in the end zone. Spaeth redirects it, catches it, touchdown. Great play. He had to readjust in mid-flight, double coverage, touchdown, Cougars of 32 yards.
And I thought he was interfered with, but no flag, nice ball, nice catch, great play.
That's a highlight reel type play for Ada-Borup-West. And the pass and catch from Markison to Spaeth. A 5-play drive for Ada-Borup-West here in the second quarter, scoring with 7:51 to play. Markison to Spaeth. That goes 32 yards on a pass. Extra point kick this time for Jacobson is up, and the kick is good. And on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, here in the second quarter, the Ada-Borup-West Cougars lead the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves 20-0 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halsted Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halsted Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halsted Living Center, or find more information at halstedlivingcenter.com.
Well, it's 20-0, Ada-Borup-West leading the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves as the Cougars will kick to the south end zone. That drive for Ada-Borup-West, after forcing the Wolves to punt, goes 69 yards in 5 plays, and Markison with a beautiful step up in the pocket, all the kinds of time to throw the ball. Throws it, great adjustment made by Cameron Spaeth in the end zone to make a touchdown catch for 32 yards out. Cougars add to their lead with the extra point kick from Jacobson. It's 20-0. Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Kevin Kochman, Spencer Ribke with you here tonight from Johnson Sports Complex. And Spence, with 7:51 to play in the second quarter, the Wolves are looking to get something going. And they've established some things offensively. They need to sustain a drive and get to the end zone here before halftime.
Absolutely. And they've had flashes of really great plays too, Kevin.
They have. They've shown some good things, and that 40-yard rush on one of their last drives as well. So big playability is there for the Wolves. We'll see how this drive goes as Mason Larson has it teed up for the Cougars. Will kick it to the south end zone, and a shorter kick that's going to be picked up on a hop at the 20-yard line. And Sayers, a little bit of space on the outside edge, and the ball came loose. Far side of the field. The Cougars have recovered the football. Ada-Borup-West on top of it. That is Jamison Zupke making the fumble recovery. And it'll be first down and 10 for Ada-Borup-West. Just as we were talking about the Wolves trying to take advantage of an opportunity here. And seemingly Sayers had some space there too, Spence. A turnover in our game's first turnover.
Yeah, and that was his first time fielding the kickoff. everything else has gone the other direction. So really unfortunate for the Wolves, right when they were hoping to establish a little momentum and get something going, cough it up right back to the Cougars.
Cougars will have great field position at the 41-yard line of the Wolves. Second best starting field position of the game here for Ada-Borup-West. And coming out, Markuson will bring in the play call. Cougars leading 20-0 over the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. 7:54 to play in the second quarter. Two receivers are split to the right, three to the right for the Cougars. Markuson stands with Sip behind him in the backfield, but a timeout taken by Ada-Borup-West. We will take the timeout as well. Timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel on Highway 9 in Ada, the fastest pumps in town. Freedom Fuel timeout. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Cougars 20, Wolves nothing. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions, too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug.
We're back out of the timeout as Ada-Borup-West, 20-0 leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Cougars will break the huddle out of the timeout. Wolves defensively, again, coming with 4 down linemen. As the Cougars lead it by a score of 20-0 after the fumbled kick return. Cougars come out with Aiden Markuson. He'll be in the pistol formation. Trenton Sip behind him. 3 receivers to the left of the formation, 1 to the right this time. Sending a man in motion, that's Green. They give to Green. He bobbles it. Green, they're going to say a forward pass. Now, Spencer, I don't know if you caught a glimpse of this or not. I had the binoculars on it. And Markuson actually kind of tossed the ball ahead. That's a forward pass.
That's right, yeah, and that's not the first time the Cougars have done that tonight. But in that particular instance, you're right, it wasn't like it was an inside handoff. It was more of he flipped the ball up like It was a toss sweep in the forward direction. So incomplete pass is the right call.
It is the right call, and it was very delayed by about maybe a second or two, but that's it. And the right call was made. I saw it in the old binoculars myself. So it is 2nd and 10 now, 41-yard line for the Cougars at the Wolves 41. They'll throw a screen. This is going to be Kritzberger. He will stay on his feet. Did a nice job putting the hand down on the turf. They're going to mark him down to the 31. Very close to a first down.
Nice blocking out on the outside. Mason Larson, 81, blocking as a wide receiver. That's been a key for the Cougars.
Kritzberger, they will give him 10, and it is a first down for Ada-Borup-West. 7:25 remains here in the second quarter, and a Cougar first down after just a heads play there by Kritzberger to put the hand down, a good balance, keeping himself up and not letting that knee touch the turf.
Right, got to fight for those extra yards.
He got him. So it's 20-0. Cougars leading the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. Cougars 1st and 10 from the 31-yard line of the Wolves. Just over 7 minutes to play here in this first half. Markuson back to pass. Feels a little pressure. Delivers a bullet. It's incomplete. Firing it over the middle. Had a man. It was Kritzberger. He was getting through and got behind the defender, but just overthrown. It was either going to be Kritzberger or nobody catching that one.
Kritzberger looks a little disappointed that the ball wasn't on the money, but Trenton Zip picked up a blitz late, and I think Markuson had to rush the pass a little bit.
He did, and there was definitely pressure coming, so kudos to the Wolves definitely bringing the pressure that time, especially up the middle from that down lineman position. So we've got three receivers left of the formation, 1 to the right for the Cougars, near side hash, 2nd and 10 at the 31-yard line. Markuson hands the football off. This is Sip up the middle. He'll plunge ahead to the 25, give him 6 yards on second down, brings up 3rd and manageable here for the Cougars.
The O-line for the Cougars, we've talked about maybe a little inexperienced and some guys getting their first start, but they're playing to the whistle. Give them some credit, right?
A lot of effort and energy out there. And Coach Tingham talked about that, I thought, really well last Friday night after the Cougars and Greyhounds game, just talking about the guys needing to really take it into their own. Forget about anything previously. It's your team now. And that was kind of the gist of the comment here that we had on the sports this morning is 3rd down and 4 for the Cougars. Plunging ahead again is Sip. and he hits into a pile of white uniforms and silver helmets worn by the Wolves. 2 yards to the 23, and it'll be 4th and 2 for the Cougars. 6 minutes to go, second quarter. They're going for it here at the Wolf 23.
Joe Head, 41. Joe Head made a nice play on that.
Well, looking at a guy like Joe Head, where's a good number? 41, 190-pound junior. He looks like a football player out there.
Absolutely, and he just filled that A gap, and you could hear the pop, so good football play.
Absolutely. He's a football guy. He's out there playing football.
That's right.
5:40 remains, clock ticking, second quarter. Cougars 20, Wolves nothing. Cougars 4th and 2 at the Wolves 23. They'll come out with 3 backs in the backfield. Markison under center. Turn, back to pass. Markison in trouble, rolling to the right, passes, incomplete. His intended target was Cameron Spaeth, and Spaeth was knees down on the turf at the 15. Would have been a first down, hits the gloves, and it's incomplete. Turnover on downs for the Cougars.
And so maybe, Kevin, that's what the Wolves needed to get a little spark here. 5:22 to go. They want to get some points on the board.
That drive stalls, 6 plays, started on the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 41, and Cougars unable to capitalize on the turnover. So from their own 23, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, first down and 10. Wolves will break the huddle. 5:22 to play in the second quarter, and yeah, very important drive here for the Wolves, as quarterback under center will be Parker Brock. Brock, tight end to the right of the formation, far side. Delayed handoff, and here it goes again. Watts. He is popped and hit hard. Kritzberger comes flying in. Has some Harrison Smith to him, I'll say that. Just has that type of wiry frame and came in, delivered a good pop. Good run to the 29-yard line. 6 yards for Watts and a timeout on the field. We'll take it as well. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Cougars 20, Wolves nothing. KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Folding a fitted sheet. Programming the thermostat. Matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Linfors Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
Performance Ag west of Borup is your full-service ag supplier from the ground up. They offer dry and liquid fertilizers to supply your soil and plant needs with a fully chelated iron product in both liquid and granular called Iron Shield. Performance Ag Borup also offers a full line of seed, corn, sugar beet, soybean, wheat, and cover crop. Plus, they have added the seed treater. See them for your seed treatment and inoculation needs. Performance Ag Borup. They don't want all the business, just yours.
Second quarter, out of our timeout from Freedom Fuel, Pet Wash, Car Wash, gas and diesel at the pumps, Freedom Fuel and Ada. Second down and 5 from the 29-yard line, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley football. Their own 29-yard line, and 5:13 remains before halftime. Cougars leading 20-0. Handoff again goes to Watts. He's met by Green, and Sean Green brings him down at the 31, so gain of 2. But you were just talking during the break about Sean Green and some of the physicality he's bringing to the game here today for the Cougars.
Yeah, and that was a textbook tackle. I mean, he went low, he was driving his legs, he wrapped up. He does some good things on the defensive end.
The worst thing you can do is stop moving your legs, right? Spencer's got to keep going.
Keep driving them. Big
Wolves.
Third down.
Big third down for the Wolves. Third down and 3 at the 31-yard line. 4:40 remains in this first half of football. It'll be I formation behind the quarterback, Brock. One receiver each direction for the Wolves. Brock has thrown 3 passes. He's 2 for 3 on the day. And the give up the middle. This is Enrique Fine-Day. Fine-Day up to the 42. It's going to be a gain of 11. They're going to mark him at the 42, and a first down run for Fine-Day, the fullback getting his 4th carry of the game.
Nifty running on that play. Nifty is the word I would use to describe it.
That's terrific. I don't know if I could have described it that good, so that's why you're there. That's impressive. Nifty run and a well-designed play. You know, you give to that. You talk about setting up the pass or setting up other things the way that their offense has been running tonight for the Wolves. And the give to the fullback, again, haven't seen that a lot, and it came at a great time there. 1st and 10 from their own 42. It'll be I formation again behind the quarterback, Brock under center. Not a lot of speed here. The methodical offense of the Wolves will come up to the line of scrimmage. The give this time is to Watts. He'll plunge ahead. Watts going to get to the 44-yard line. So 2 on first down for the Wolves, 2nd and 8. Walker.
Almost to midfield here, Kevin.
Yeah, they're getting closer to midfield, looking for something splashy, and we'll see if they pick up the tempo a little bit. 3:30 to go. Each team with 2 timeouts remaining here in this first half as well. Wolves come out, I formation again, same set, headed to the north end zone. Play action for Brock. He's going to fire toward the sideline, and good defense, a fine play on the opposite side of the field. It's incomplete. Looked like Fetting on the coverage. The intended target for the Wolves that time was Blake Watson. It's incomplete. Clock stops. 3:11 to go, second quarter. It's 3rd and 8 for the Wolves.
Great defensive play by Fetting. I almost thought he intercepted that, but he was out of bounds. Great ball fake by the quarterback, but then it was just better coverage by the Cougars.
And so the Wolves will be facing a 3rd and 8 now. That was well-designed play. Everything just, it all kind of offense, defense did a lot of good things there. The defense overruled on that in the end. Now it's going to be shotgun set, 2 receivers each direction for the quarterback. Brock will roll, set up a screen, but he throws it at the feet of his intended target. It was looking for Edward Pinsky, and really nowhere to go. Cougars snuffed that out pretty good.
Yeah, the pressure just got there before they could set up the screen. Looks like the punt team's coming on.
Yeah, I talked about the potential for this drive to be something special for the Wolves, and obviously you can never rule out a fake, but it certainly was a drive that could have been a big piece for them before halftime. 4th and 8 it'll be from their own 44-yard line, that is. And again, it's going to be Norvold in punt formation. He's going to send a low kick. It'll take a Wolf bounce to the 25-20-yard line, all the way back. Yes, 20-yard line is where it'll be. Downed by Walker-Hackensack-Akeley and Fisher Smith tracking it down. So a good punt. They've pinned the Cougars deep back to the 20-yard line of their own to start this possession.
Very good roll on that punt. It was kind of a spiraling punt heading northeast.
The worst starting field position for the Cougars here tonight. This coming now in the second quarter, 20-0, Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. 2:57 remains before halftime. Cougars will have it technically on their own 21-yard line, 1st and 10. Cougars' last drive went to the air a couple of times, and now we'll see what they end up doing on this drive, Spencer. If they're gonna keep pressuring here, I would venture to guess they're not satisfied with a 20-point lead at this stage.
And I think the Cougars can be a dangerous team even on their own 21 with 3 minutes.
They're going to split 2 receivers to the left and 2 to the right of the formation. Pistol formation. Marcuson stands in front of Brennan Fetting. Marcuson takes a snap, and there's flags right away, and we'll get legal procedure on Ada-Borup-West, move it back 5 yards. So setting in a hole now, 1st and 15.
Just a little bit early on that left side of the line for the Cougars. I think they anticipated a Wolf blitz and just jumped the gun.
The 4th penalty of the football game here for a 3rd penalty of the football game between the two teams, 2nd against the Cougars. It's now 1st and 15. The ball goes back to the 16-yard line now, far side hash. And the Cougars will have Fetting again in the backfield. Marcuson in the pistol formation, receivers each direction. Marcuson will fire a pass, and it's going to be caught by Spaeth. 20, 25. Spaeth is going to be hustled out of bounds, crossing the 30 and up to the 34-yard line, where they give him a big gain and a 1st down for Ada-Borup-West.
Number 23 in on the tackle for the Wolves.
So Marcuson to Spaeth for an 18-yard connection. A little football math for you, and a 1st down.
I should add a name in there. That was Cooper Brovold who got him down.
Nice. Haven't had Cooper's name on there yet, so good work. Brovold family may be tuning in.
He's, and by the looks of him, he looks like he's a speedy guy. He's probably in with the Wolves thinking pass.
That's a pretty good chance that will be a good
bring in some extra D-backs, right?
An astute observation, Spencer. Receivers each way for the Cougars again. Same formation. Marcuson in the pistol, sending Spaeth in motion this time. The give is to Brennan Fetting. Fetting finds a gap, crosses the 40, goes all the way up to the 45-yard line, 46-yard line. Going to give him 12 yards and a 1st down again. Got to move the chains.
Joe Head bringing him down, and the Cougars are getting in the hurry up.
And to hurry up with a run play there, but yeah, spread them out and run up the middle. Good blocking by the line. 2:40 to play, second quarter. Cougars leading 20-0. Markison back to pass. A quick pass over the middle. Pass is caught by Charles Shaw. He lost the football. And it should be Walker-Hackensack-Akeley with the ball there. Shaw had the ball, went a couple of steps and lost it. And the Cougars will turn it over with 2:30 to play before halftime, and maybe this is the break the Wolves are looking for.
Yeah, the Cougars went with the hurry-up, no huddle, had a nice play design. Unfortunately, one way or the other, Charlie could have either held on or dropped the ball completely, but, he made that football move. Isn't that what they say, Kevin?
They do. 28 yards, but then a fumble. So that's one of those scenarios. Fumble there by the Cougars. Their first turnover of the football game. This comes second quarter.
Kind of the first really big mistake.
Yeah, absolutely. For Ada-Borup-West
Cougars.
is 100% correct there. Ball at the 38-yard line. And flags down Walker-Hackensack-Akeley as they start with a procedure penalty here on first down, which means it's going to be 1st and 15 now for the Wolves. That is their second penalty, totaling 19 yards in today's game. So put the ball all the way back now to the 33-yard line where it is 1st and 15 for the Wolves.
A lot of hands on the hips out here. They're starting to get a little tired. Teams are ready for halftime.
A lot of guys play both ways in these two rosters. Quarterback turns, hand it off, Watts. Little space, Watts gets to the 35-yard line, and I say just a little space because it got closed pretty quickly there. The Cougars come in defensively. Spaeth makes the tackle. Up to the 36. Give him 3 yards on what was 1st and 15.
Good tackle by Spaeth. Grabbed a leg and just did not let go. Logan Watts has speed, so if he gets by him, who knows what happens.
2 minutes to play, second quarter. Cougars 20, Wolves nothing. Halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union. We'll catch up with both coaches at halftime here, with Coach Tingham, the first to join us here in just a few moments. As a quarterback under center for the Wolves. A delayed handoff again goes to Watts. He bounces off one, nearly lost the handle of the football, now has it. Watts to the sidelines. 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, and a touchdown for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. 64 yards for Logan Watts.
I'm looking for yellow. I don't see any. There was a lot of guys flying around behind the play there, which you don't see too often, but he turned on the jets there, Kevin.
And pinballed off of tacklers, Spencer, and then he was trying to put the ball in the correct hand as he worked down the sidelines too. There was some iffy moments in there on that run, but Watts finally busts one, and the Wolves are on the board here before halftime.
We'll see the Wolves line up for a kick for the first time here.
Yeah, and that's Watts' 64-yard touchdown run. And doing the extra point kicking will be the kickoff guy, Levi Norvold, who is also the punter for the Wolves. The extra point snap spot, the kick is up, and the kick is no good, going to go wide left on the extra point. On the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard with 1:38 to play before halftime, it is the Wolves on the board. The Cougars lead, Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 20-6 on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Thunder Seed has over 4 generations of experience in the field. Through innovation, technology, and hard work, we put farmers first by providing high-quality products. We pride ourselves on developing quality soybean, corn, wheat, and corn silage seed for dealers and growers across our region. We are invested in being your partner throughout the full cycle of your harvest. Thunder Seed, first in the field, family-owned, and farmers first.
20-6, Ada-Borup-West leads Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. The Wolves needed just 2 plays to capitalize off of a Cougar turnover. The Charles Shaw fumble translates into a touchdown the other way, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, as 64 yards to pay dirt, Logan Watts. Extra point kick fails. 20-6 is the score as Ada-Borup-West leads Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Kevin Kochman and Spencer Ribke with you. We've got 1:38 before halftime. Cougars still have 2 timeouts remaining, and they moved the ball very nicely before the fumble on the previous possession. I'd expect the Cougars to be aggressive here, Spencer.
Yeah, they picked up probably 60 yards really quickly on that possession. So we'll see if they can do that again and just take care of the ball.
Devin Johnson kicks this one away. It'll be at the 14-yard line where Cameron Spaeth will return the football up the middles, bounces off one and another one, now gets to the outside. Spaeth tries to turn it on. Couple of men to beat midfield. Spaeth to the 40-yard line where he's brought down in Wolf territory. Quality kick return from the 14-yard line to the 39-yard line of the Wolves.
Kevin, you talked about the physicality in the pregame, and there were some huge hits and nice blocks on that play. Trenton Sipp was one of them. Absolutely nice, clean hit. Bodies flying everywhere. It was really fun to see the physicality on that kickoff.
I do like that myself. I like to see the guys get after it a little bit, and they're certainly doing that. So for the Cougars, now with 1:26 to play before halftime, and they lead it 20-6. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley has also proven that they can pop the pads a little bit. We got ourselves, as we said during the break, we got ourselves a football game now here before half.
That's right. And after that big play now with the Wolves, you got to dig in here.
Cougars,
find a stop.
Absolutely. Cougars going to send receivers each direction, 2 to the right, 2 back, split in the backfield. Markison is under center on 1st and 10 from the 39 of the Wolves. Going to be a pitch, going to be a handoff here, I should say, going to Larson. Wyatt Larson crosses the 30. And down inside the 27, make it the 27-yard line. Yes, he's going to pick up 12 and a first down for Wyatt Larson.
Jalen Sayers getting in on the stop there.
Larson with a rush that time, as mentioned, of 12 and a first down for the Cougars. They are under center here, Markison. First down for the Cougars is their 10th in the first half. 1:06 to play before halftime. Send it the other way around. Now it's going to be a decision. McCraven just about lost the football, or did he lose the football?
He did.
Running back had a chance to pass. He decided to tuck it and run, and then he got popped hard. He's rubbing his arm. Fumble on the play, and Walker-Hackensack-Akeley has recovered and forced another turnover. The Cougars with just under a minute to play before halftime.
So it looked like a little halfback pass, and he went up like he was going to throw, tucked it back in, took a couple steps, and then I think second guess, should I throw, should I run? And in that second guessing, the ball came loose.
So a fumble, another one here in the second quarter. Wolves will have it. We're going to get a timeout on the field as Cougars will turn it over with fumble. 2 possessions in a row. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. 20-6, Ada-Borup-West leads Walker-Hackensack-Akeley with 57 seconds to play before halftime on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Does your financial advisor take the time to really listen to you? Is your financial strategy personalized for you and your family? Will your financial advisor be there as your life and financial situation change? Hi, I'm Tony Dalen, your local Edward Jones financial advisor. When we work together, we'll focus on what's important to you. We'll use an established process to create a personalized financial strategy backed by the advice, tools, and resources to help you reach your goals. And we'll partner to help your strategy stay on track. Contact me today, 701-893-5648. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
We're 57 seconds from halftime here at Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, KRJB, Ada, Minnesota, and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman, Spencer Ribke with you tonight. We've got Aaron Sipp assisting behind the scenes on the camera tonight, doing a great job. Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB. At halftime, Polk County West and Foston, another game that's on YourLiveEvent.com. No score in the first half in that one. Here, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley trying to take advantage of a turnover. Cougars fumbled the football away after a big kick return following the Wolves' 64-yard touchdown in their last possession. That was following another Cougar turnover. They've turned it over twice in their last 2 possessions. Little screen set up here, and Pfeiffer going to throw it. The receiver option pass, and it's well underthrown. The intended target downfield was Jalen Sayers, but some razzle-dazzle trying to get Pfeiffer to throw one deep.
It was a nice play. He was just hit as he threw, so he underthrew the receiver. I think he had his man downfield.
Sayers was open, yep, so it was just underthrown, and the back judge actually was in the middle of the play, too. He was not the intended target, though. I assure you they were looking for a wolf.
Sometimes that'll help you, sometimes that'll hurt you. 12th man.
An incomplete there for the Wolves. It stops the clock, 51 seconds to play before halftime. Ball at the Cougar 26-yard, at their own 26-yard line, I should say. That was the first play after the timeout and after the fumble by Ada-Borup-West. Brock, the quarterback, will be, I believe, under center, I formation behind him. Pfeiffer is the deep back this time. Turn, pitch to Pfeiffer. He's going to try to throw it again. Nowhere to go, but he gets away from 3 Cougar defenders, stays on his feet, and is kept in bounds, crosses the 30, and is down at the 31-yard line. They're trying to get Pfeiffer to throw the ball, but nowhere to go. He snuck away from a couple. Now it's 3rd down and 5.
Back-to-back plays, and you've mentioned he has a little bit of quarterback experience, I believe, Kevin?
Yeah, and had this season has thrown the ball a few times and coach's kid, so does have a pretty good knowledge of the offense. That's for sure. He gets 5 on the carry. So 3rd down and 5 of the 31. Clock running for the Wolves, and Brock's going to hand it off to. Guess who? Watts gets away from one, bounces off another, stiff arms one, fumbles the football. Ball is loose. Cougars have jumped on top of the football, or did they?
No.
Ball is still loose.
That was a crazy sequence of events there, Kevin.
3 seconds to go before halftime, and the clock's going to run out. So in the end, I believe Watts jumps back on top of it, back at the line of scrimmage. All that for nothing.
Wow, exciting play.
It really
Sip
was.
Originally misses the tackle, then the ball lands right in front of him. He crawls for it, but the Wolves come up with it, get us to halftime.
And we do. And Spencer, you can track down Coach Tinjum as our halftime is coming up from the Linfors Agency. And our halftime coaches' comments are being brought to you here today by United Savings Credit Union. 4 locations to serve you, 2 in Fargo, 1 in Detroit Lakes, and 1 in Dilworth. Become a member of United Savings Credit Union. Learn more at unitedsavingscu.org. As Coach Spencer, Spencer Ripke down in the field is going to try to catch up with Coach Paul Tinjum. He's in conversation right now with assistant coach Jared Brainerd as we have him here closing in on our halftime here on KRJB and on yourliveevent.com. The halftime is being brought to you today by the Linfors Agency. Linfors, your insurance source. We will see if Coach Tinjum can give us the time here before halftime. Looks like he's going into the huddle here. It looks like maybe Spencer will have to try to catch him at a halftime here. So that's what we'll do, our halftime coaches' comments. We'll get Coach Tinjum at a halftime and Coach Pfeiffer as well as best we can. It is halftime, and it is 20-6 in favor of Ada-Borup-West, leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Halftime report is brought to you by the Linfors Agency. Linfors, your insurance source. Stick around as we'll be recapping the first half when we come back to the Johnson Sports Complex on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Let's get real. You're ready for a place that's big enough to grow and small enough to care. So get ready for the University of Minnesota Crookston. With more than 30 majors, minors, and certificates, you'll earn a University of Minnesota degree in a close-knit community where faculty become friends and friends feel like family. And to get a degree that can make a difference, you don't need a big city, just big dreams. The University of Minnesota Crookston. Real, hands-on, ready.
When you have a project that requires rock, gravel, crushed asphalt, or crushed concrete, or you need some trenching work done, call Visser Trenching of Ada. They'll move the dirt, they'll haul the rock, they'll take care of you. They do a great job. Call Visser Trenching Ada, 784-4381. Good luck, teams, from everyone at Visser Trenching.
We're back here in halftime, and we do have halftime coaches' comments here presented to you by our friends at United Savings Credit Union, unitedsavingscu.org. Down on the field, Spencer Ripke has the head coach of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. That is Aaron Pfeiffer. And Spencer, take it away.
Coach, you've had a few explosive plays as a positive side of that first half. How do you keep building on that in the second half?
Well, I'm noticing that they're trying to take away some things, so we got to take advantage of that. When they overplay somebody, we got to come back with something else. I'm happy with the guys. We took advantage of a turnover. That was really solid for us, and we just couldn't do something on that second turnover. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we got to take advantage of the opportunities that come our way, and right now they're doing a better job of taking care of their opportunities.
Right. You got to be pretty happy, though, with how those last couple possessions went leading into the half.
Yeah, I'm very upbeat about the way the guys are responding here late in the first half. This is the time when you can start folding your tent, and I'm not seeing that yet. So I'm really optimistic about that. I know the coaches were going into the halftime here looking for some adjustments, and just to basically try to keep that spirit alive.
Yeah, and Coach, that delayed handoff you've had a lot of success with that play.
Yeah, that's a good play for us. It's our draw play. It's going to run out of steam here pretty soon. I'm sure Coach will figure it out. But then we got to figure out, it's a chess game, so we got to figure out the counter to that. So.
Absolutely. I'll let you get to your team. Thanks for the words.
There we go. That is Aaron Pfeiffer joining us. A halftime coaches comments from United Savings Credit Union. The Lynn Forest Agency halftime report. We will come back after this break, and recap first half scoring, first half statistics, and get you ready for kickoff second half. Plus, we'll hear from Coach Tingham of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars. Halftime, Ada-Borup-West 20 and Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 6 on yourliveevent.com and KRJB Radio.
West Main Pizza is adding new items on their list of sweet treats. Introducing Monkey Bread and Cinnamon Sugar Crisp Pizza. The Monkey Bread is a soft bread with cinnamon sugar and caramel baked and served in a skillet. The Cinnamon Sugar Crisp Pizza is topped with cinnamon sugar and a glazed drizzle. Available in 8, 12, or 16-inch pie sizes. Try these and the many other sweet treats from West Main Pizza. Call in your order at 784-3700. Take out or dine in at West Main Pizza.
Stay up to date with the latest goings-on in the region with the Coaches Show every Wednesday night on yourliveevent.com.
Deep down the middle, has a man, Soka Porter! Soka Porter to the 20, to the 10, to the 5, and taken down there.
We'll dive into the latest stories from North Dakota and Minnesota.
And there's the block by Reese.
That's the Coaches Show with me, Joe Lancello, on yourliveevent.com every Wednesday night starting at 7.
Ziegler Ag Equipment, Highway 9 North Ada. They have the full line of Fendt, Massey Ferguson, and Challenger tractors. They have high-capacity Claas combines. They are your new Brandt dealer. Visit with them for augers, grain carts, heavy harrows, and Brandt's new vertical tillage. Ziegler Ag Equipment has Bourgault chisel plows, and they are your Amity beet equipment dealer. They have on the lot a new Wilrich 51-foot chisel plow. Call 218-784-2961. Talk with Chuck or Neil for pricing. Ziegler Ag Equipment, 218-784-2961.
It's halftime, presented to you by the Lynn Forest Agency. Lynn Forest, your insurance source. And at the half, it's Ada-Borup-West 20, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 6. We've seen some fireworks and some fun activity here in our first half of football on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. The Cougars recapping scoring. They got the football on their first drive after the Wolves had to punt the football. After a pretty good drive on their first possession, it was Aiden Markison with 3:56 to play first quarter on a 1-yard touchdown run. Extra point kick was good by Jacobson, 7-0 Cougars at that time. The Wolves then had a botched snap on their next punt attempt, and the Cougars had it 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line of the Wolves. Tristan Triplett, with 1:48 to play in the first quarter, his 15-yard scamper to the end zone. Kick failed. It was 13-0 after 1 quarter of play for the Cougars, leading the Wolves. In the second, the Wolves had a drive that got stalled out. The Cougars then would score in their first possession of the second quarter. It was Markison to Spaeth on a 32-yard touchdown pass that was a highlight reel play. The kick was good, making it 20-0 with 7:51 to play in the second. Wolves then punted on their next possession. The Cougars had a turnover on downs. Wolves would score. Then I should say the Cougars would turn the ball over on downs their next possession. Another punt. Then a Cougar fumble saw the Wolves score on their only touchdown in the first half. It was Watts on a 64-yard touchdown run. The PAT kick failed, 20-6 is the score. Cougars then would fumble again. Wolves would also fumble to end out that first half. It was a little bit chaotic there in the last couple minutes of regulation of the first half, I should say. But in the end, it is the Cougars with a 20-6 lead at the half, and our halftime score. Scoring here in the halftime report from the Lynn Forest Agency. Lynn Forest, your insurance source. Cougars 20. Wolves 6. We got to do some more stats to tally up here. We'll also have more coaches' comments here after the first half of play. Cougars lead it at half on KRJB and on yourliveevent.com.
Are you thinking about moving to an assisted living facility? Consider Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Located in the heart of the Red River Valley, Benedictine's Ada campus includes Benedictine Care Community, a 49-bed skilled nursing facility, and Mission Court, an 18-unit assisted living facility that shares a campus with Essentia Health Ada. That means you have full access to health care directly on site. Benedictine Living Community in Ada. Learn more online at www.blcada.org or give them a call at 218-784-5001.
Glasses say so much about your personality and personal style. At Valley Vision Clinic, they are happy to work with you in selecting frames that complement your features and vision needs as well as fit your budget. If you're not sure that glasses are for you, ask the Valley Vision Clinic in Ada about contact lenses. There are many advantages to consider when determining if contact lenses are right for you, and the knowledgeable staff at Valley Vision can answer any questions you may have. For all your eye care needs, call Dr. Dave Solseng and staff at Valley Vision Clinic in Ada, 784-4091.
Halstead Telephone knows we all like choices. You can choose to have communication and data services up to 1 gigabit over a reliable state-of-the-art fiber optic network. And you can choose to have the same great services available town or country with local service and support. You can choose to have an individual service or bundle. You can choose to avoid tricky promotional pricing. You can choose unlimited data. The choice seems clear. Choose Halstead Telephone, broadband voice TV. 1-800-457-2125.
Here, when your future lies ahead, we help set you on the right course. When your whole world is about to change, we help you prepare for your new life. When staying healthy means staying informed, we help you find answers. This is perseverance, understanding, connection. These are remarkable people doing remarkable things together.
Bruce Visser is with us from Visser Grading. Bruce, we want to get out information and safety reminders during this harvest season. What do you have?
When you're doing your corn and your sugar beets and these fall crops, if the roads need a little extra attention, give me a call, 218-415-0191, and we can come out, get the roads back in shape.
We just want to wish everybody a safe harvest season as well, don't we?
Absolutely. This is a stressful time of the year, and we just want everybody to be safe out there.
Visser Grading, phone number again is?
218-415-0191.
The Linfors Agency Halftime Report. Linfors, your insurance source. And we'll get to some first half statistics for you in just a moment. We're going to go down to the field now as we've got the head coach of Ada-Borup-West, Paul Tingham, Spencer Ribke. They are down on the field, and Spencer's got the coach for halftime coaches' comments. Go ahead, Spence.
Thanks, Kevin. I'm here with Coach Tingham. Coach, the first few possessions were amazing, and then we let it slip out a little bit. What was your message at halftime?
Yeah, we played a quarter and a half of really good football there, and then we started making a few mistakes. We dropped the ball, turned it over a couple times, missed some tackles. We just kind of shot ourselves in the foot, honestly. I mean, they weren't stopping us, we were stopping them, and then all of a sudden we started stopping ourselves, and then gave up a really big play to them, obviously, and then, it's not all of a sudden it's 20-6. I thought it should have been, if we take care of business, it should be about 34 or 35 nothing right now. That's, in my eyes, but, it's things we got to get better at. We're a young, improving team, and we just got to, stop making those simple mistakes. Like I said, the first quarter and a half, we played great. Then that last half a quarter, we kind of fell apart a little bit, got a little chaotic, and, kids started, just worrying about things instead of worrying about what they got to do. They started, just got a little chaotic there for a second anyways. But, yeah, we just got to come back together. We get the ball to start the second half here. We got to get back on our horse and start doing what we did to start the game and move the ball up and down the field like we did, and then not kill our own drives, because we killed 3 of our own drives by ourselves. So, yeah, just got to fix mistakes.
Absolutely. Thanks, Coach. Good luck this half.
Hey, thank you.
That is Spencer Ribke down on the field. Halftime coaches' comments with the head coach of Ada-Borup-West football, Paul Tingham. Halftime coaches' comments from United Savings Credit Union, UnitedSavingsCU.org. Some of the stats here in the first half from Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North Fertile, and Christian Motors Online, ChristianCarsOnline.com. Ada-Borup-West, 7 of 10 passing for Aiden Marcuson, a touchdown and 138 yards through the air. He has 1 rushing score and a 1 carry. 15 and a touchdown. 15 yards on 4 carries, for Trenton Sipp. Cameron Spaeth has a carry for 6 yards. Brendan Fetting, 4 carries, 46 yards. Tristan Triplett, 2 carries, 17 yards, and a touchdown. Sean Green has a carry for 7. Wyatt Larson, 1 carry for 12. And Austin McCraven has a carry for a yard. Receiving, Cameron Spaeth, 4 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown. That 32-yard touchdown reception. So 236 total, 138 passing, 98 rushing for Ada-Borup-West. And the other key stat was 2 turnovers, both fumbles in that first half. For the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, 2 passing yards, 168 rushing for 170 total yards. On the ground, Logan Watts with 19 carries, 139 rushing yards, and a touchdown, including the 64-yarder. 4 carries, 18 yards for Enrique Finday. Jalen Sayers has a carry for 6. Eli Pfeiffer, 1 carry for 5 yards. As Parker Brock, 2 for 5 through the air, just 2 yards passing. And the Wolves have a turnover. That came in a fumble. Each team with 2 penalties. 3 fumbles in the game, all happening in the second quarter. Halftime score, Linfor's Agency halftime report, Ada-Borup-West 20 and Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 6. Here at halftime, Kevin Kochman along with Spencer Ribke with you. Aaron Sipp is running the camera for us here today. We're grateful for it. We hope that he's playing football next time around, though. Not that we don't want him running camera. I'd rather him playing on the football field next time around. Spencer, Kaylin's back in the studios at KRJB. First half of football, we talked about a physical play. We talked about 2 teams that are having a lot of fun out there, it looks like. But, both coaches laid it out pretty nice. Second half, a lot on the line, and we got a football game.
Absolutely. I appreciated both of those coaches' comments at halftime, Kevin. The Wolves really liked the way they ended it. The Cougars really liked the way they started the game. So both teams looking to duplicate, one quarter or the other, depending on which team you're cheering for.
Exactly, and so it's going to be interesting to see. I know at halftime also the Hall of Fame class, the upcoming enshrinement of the second class of the Ada-Borup-West Cougar Hall of Fame was recognized at halftime. Tomorrow, the induction ceremony happens at the auditorium. That'll be a 1 o'clock start time, and it'll be on yourliveevent.com. You've been listening and viewing to the Linfor's Agency halftime report, linforsagency.com. Locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, and Ada, along with Mahnomen. Linfor's, your insurance source. We're getting ready for the second half kickoff, featuring the Ada-Borup-West Cougars and the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves. It'll come your way in 30 seconds here on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Loading the kids in the car, brokering peace in the back seat, mastering the snack handoff without even looking. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. We work with independent agents who keep insurance simple, so you can worry about more important things, like figuring out what's growing in that cup holder. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Linfor's Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
Second half football about ready to begin. Cougars leading 20-6 as Walker-Hackensack-Akeley received the opening kickoff, so they will kick the ball away to the Cougars, and the Wolves will be kicking into the north end zone. Spencer, down on the field, nothing as far as wind here tonight. It's pretty calm out there, isn't it?
Oh, it's a beautiful night still, Kevin. Haven't put the jacket on yet. The flag is still as can be. And like Doug said over here on the sideline, it's like walking on carpet.
Yeah, that's right. He's got this baby in good field position. And now we're looking for a second half kickoff, which is brought to you by Markison Accounting Service. Doug Markison putting his 30 years of experience to work for you with tax, accounting, and prep, and also, of course, payroll services too. Talk to Doug Markison inside the Arvig building in Ada. We're broadcasting from the Laura Tweeten Thrive on Financial broadcast booth. When you're planning to save for college, which should be now, even if you don't have a family established yet, get those plans in place with Laura Tweeten, your Thrive Financial representative in both Ada and Ulen. The Markison Accounting Service kickoff is happening as the Wolves will punch it into the air, and it'll be rolling out of bounds at the 20-yard line. I've seen football now. If you go to the North Dakota side, I've been seeing football for 5 weeks, Spencer, and that's the first time I've watched a kickoff go out of bounds in any of those games.
So I'm doing the math here. There's only 3 guys. They lined it up on the right hash, the Wolves, and 3 guys to the right, everyone else to the left, and they kicked to those 3. I don't know. I don't know if there was maybe a little onside on the mind, or
I'm not sure, or if that's set up for something else. I did not get a chance. I've not seen Wolves tape. Cougars will accept the penalty, the procedure penalty. Ball will be at the 35, or it'll be first down and 10 for Ada-Borup-West to start this third quarter. And I think the Cougars and Wolves are likely going to go with their same lineups here to start. But from their own 35, Ada-Borup-West will have a first down and 10. And Aiden Markison is the quarterback. He will be in the pistol with one back behind him, Brennan Fetting, that is. 2 receivers to the right, sending Spaeth in motion. Turned and handed off. Fetting, he'll go into one Wolf. He'll get away from that tackler, and he falls ahead for a couple extra yards. That's just, again, not giving up. They're going to say progress was stopped, however, at the 37. 2 yards on first down.
And I'm noticing some halftime adjustments already on the Wolves' defensive side. You see that pre-snap motion, and the Wolves automatically started adjusting. I think I saw 3 different guys shift where they were standing defensively. So we'll see how the chess match plays out here with the coaches.
Oh, absolutely. And they were college teammates at Minnesota State. Well, at the time, Morehead State University. Let's get it right now. I know you're an MSU Dragon, but, those guys were just MSU guys.
That's right. We're all Dragons, though.
Well, it's a great day, isn't it? Here's a handoff for a little quick pitch ahead to Cameron Spaeth. And Spaeth is going to be stopped. Sayers going to bring him down. Spaeth's forward momentum got him to the 40-yard line, so it's 3 yards, 3rd down and 5 upcoming.
Kevin, I'm looking across the sideline to the east, and I'm seeing people jump up and down, and the Wolves feel like they have the momentum on their side right now.
And Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, I know, like you said, there was a junior varsity game ahead, so there were some extra fans here that came, and there are a few in the bleachers still. But across the way, like you say, the far sideline, as you're seeing it on yourliveevent.com as well, a handful, smattering of fans that had made the trek, and not an incredibly long drive from the wonderful communities of Walker-Hackensack and Akeley, but certainly for tonight, they're coming and they're boisterous, that's for sure. Markison is in the pistol on 3rd and 5. Back to pass, he's going to fire. Pass is intended for Charles Shaw. And on the coverage with Watts, and he's fired up after the pass is incomplete. Good coverage, good pass, incomplete.
He is fired up, and he should be. That was a great defensive play. Great defensive play. Timed it perfectly. Knocked the ball with the one hand, wrapped up with the other.
Good defense there by the Wolves to start. They'll force the Cougars to 3 and out here in this third quarter. 10:23 to go, third quarter, and Ada-Borup-West will kick the ball away as Cameron Spaeth in punt formation. Spaeth coming into tonight averaged 33 yards a punt so far this season. And the Wolves are deep back to receive, and it'll be Watts. Good kick by Spaeth, high kick to the 25-yard line where a fair catch is made by Watts, but body went into him.
Saw that there at the end. Was that the first Cougar punt of the night, Kevin?
Let's see. I was going to say that, and I was pretty sure it was, and it was, yes, the first punt of the football game by Ada-Borup-West. From their
Maybe
own,
just not enough contact there to throw anything.
Yeah.
It was pretty soft.
Yeah, a little incidental type thing. And
Yeah.
you know, you got to be aware. And when you're not, I mean, you practice it, right? Special teams does get practice, not as much as the offense and defense does. You got to be aware of the potential of that fair catch, and you just got to keep your head up and listen for communication among others out there on the field.
Watts is a jack of all trades, isn't he?
Does everything.
Returning the kicks, returning the punts, getting the carries. He's an athlete.
He is. Great to see him play, and playing hard tonight. Nearly eclipsed his entire season rushing total in today's first half. On 2 plays was a big one, a 40 and a 64-yarder. And here he is, first play of the drive from the 25, and he's swallowed up by the Cougars defense. They try to get to the outside, and now as a defensive adjustment for the Cougars, Spencer, you got to watch for the Cougars trying to guard to that outside play where the Wolves have had success.
Yeah, and Sip absolutely just shed the blocker there to blow it up. Great defensive play. Cooper Brovold, 160 pounds, trying to block Trenton Sip. It's got to be a tough assignment.
It is. It absolutely is. Trenton's not. For anybody to stop Trenton's a tough one, that's for sure. A compliment to the young man. Quarterback, sophomore Parker Brock is under center I formation behind. They give as this time the handoff goes and pushing forward. First carry of the football game for 23, Cooper Brovold that time. You mentioned him. He gets the carry. Brovold ahead for a yard to the 27. It's 3rd and 8 for the Wolves.
Yeah, nice little trap play, fake the pitch, inside handoff. Just nowhere to run, though.
Cougars have stopped the Wolves on 2 consecutive plays of 1 yard gained. 3rd down and 8 from the 27. 9 minutes to play third quarter. It's 20-6. Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley tonight on yourliveevent.com. And on 106.5 FM KRJB. Receivers each way, I formation behind the quarterback. And turning, delayed handoff, nowhere to go. Stopped in the backfield, Cougars there. Mason Larson cleans him up, but the first guy there, Spence, was Austin Dryden. And bring down Watts at the original line of scrimmage, a loss of 2, and it's 4th down.
AD, is that Austin Dryden or is it all day?
I don't know. I mean, it's they're both the same initials. I just don't know.
And then Mason Larson comes in and just bear hugs the ball carrier.
Yeah, he took care of business there. Good defensive performance by the Cougars there, and the Wolves had momentum going into that drive. And if you're the Cougars, you're hoping you maybe took some of that. If you're Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, you're hoping for a good thing here. They had me fake that they were going to fake the punt there. going to be a sidewinder kick that's going to take a great Wolf bounce all the way back inside the 40, back to the 39 of the Cougars. Well, they'll have it 1st and 10. Good punt that time by Levi Norvold. Norvold had a couple of punts that, not great result, plus had that one that went over, the snap went over his head, so that was a good kick right there.
Yeah, we've seen the good and the bad, or the unfortunate, I should say, with the one muffed snap, but that was a great punt, and he even held the ball for a couple seconds, let his guys get downfield and angle it out of bounds. Altogether, nice play.
So for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars, 1st and 10 on the 39-yard line. 8:06 to go, third quarter. 20-6, the Cougars are leading the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Kevin Kochman, Spencer Ribke with you tonight. Spencer joins us. The Cougars on the road next week with Mahnomen Waban. The game will be on YourLiveEvent.com and on Gold 101.5 KRJM. The game is also going to be in Mahnomen. Be mindful of that. Here's here's Marcuson handing the ball off on 1st down. Sean Green, he'll cross the 40 up to the 45-yard line. 6 yards for Sean Green on 1st down.
A lot of Wolves in on the tackle. It was a team effort on that play defensively.
Sean Green, as we talked about a little bit here for the young man, getting some run last week. Green, the senior, and has some slipperiness to him. And he dots the I here in the split I formation behind Jacobson and Sipp in the backfield. A couple of good guys to run behind. Marcuson, pump fake, will fire. Looking deep, going for Spaeth. Passes knocked away right in front of you, Spence. Great coverage, double teamed. And Watts again comes up big.
I had the best seat in the house for that play, Kevin. The ball was right towards me, and that was a heck of a defensive play by Logan Watts, coming in at the last second and swatting it away.
Where you're standing right now reminds me of a time when Ada-Borup-West was playing, at the time just Ada-Borup. They were playing Climax Fisher. And I was joined by fellow teammate of yours, Graham Power, on the sidelines. And Graham got taken out down that sideline right there.
I know the play you're talking about.
And
yep.
I'll never forget, I still have the highlights somewhere. It's just, whoop, you just hear him in the background, Now, we have video, so this would be even more embarrassing for you. So stay safe down there, okay?
Yeah, that ball was in the air, and I was backpedaling.
You were paying attention, just like the good safety you once were. Here's a screen pass as a big collision by Cameron Spaeth. He's not afraid of contact, and it showed right there. He bounces off tacklers to the 45-yard line, flipped the field to the 45 of the Wolves, a 10-yard completion, and a 1st down.
Great job by Cameron making the first guy miss, and then none other than Logan Watts coming in to clean it up and get him out of bounds.
Yeah, and that was a big 3rd down for the Cougars. They convert to a 1st down. And it's 20-6, Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Ball at the Wolves 45, 7:03 to play, third quarter. 20-6, Cougars lead it. And a 1st and 10.
That 5-yard out has been nice for Cameron. Their number 1 here is playing him off about 10 yards.
Hand the ball off to Sean Green, who is going to push forward to the 42. He's going to get 30 yards on 1st down, and the Wolves gang tackling to bring down Green. And the big guy was there, Carson Swanson.
Oh, yeah, he was playing to the whistle on that one, Kevin. He was not letting go.
There's no doubt about it. And you know what? With the physical nature of the football game has been a lot of fun. This score update, Polk County West now leads Foston. A minute 20 potential penalty, but a pass is complete on 4th and 3. And it'll be Charles Shaw making, it's going to be, Brendan Fetting, who was a receiver outside. Fetting to the 27-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain and a 1st down and a 4th down conversion for the Cougars.
And heads-up play.
Where to go that time. Does get positive yardage. Looks like they're going to put him, they're going to give him actually much better position than I thought. 5 yards to the 22.
Fisher Smith hunted him down from one end of the field to the other.
And that's a lot of ground to cover. I mean, you ran almost sideline to sideline there on the to the short side of the field as we see it, near side on YourLiveEvent.com. 3:39 to play, third quarter, 2nd and 5 at the 22-yard line. Bill Benson somewhere is taking a photo of that right now as we've got Marcuson in the pistol. They'll send Green in motion. They fake the handoff and fire a quick pass. It's off of Kritzberger's hands. Kind of a quick little slant there. Not a slant, I should say, a pass to the flats, and it's incomplete, just off the hands.
It was there, too. I think the play was there. The pre-snap motion drew a lot of Wolves to the left. Kritzberger to the right. Had an opening.
Nowhere to go because in the end it was an incomplete pass, just off the hands. Kritzberger is going to want that one back. Clock stops, 3:25 to play, third quarter. It's 20-6. Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley here in the third on a absolutely gorgeous night at the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada here tonight. to make it 3 receivers to the left of the formation. Marcuson in the pistol. Behind him is Sip. 1 receiver, Spaeth to the right. Back to pass, feeling pressure. Marcuson steps up in the pocket, throws it to the end zone. It's incomplete. His intended target with coverage was Mason Larson. A decent target size in the end zone, but it's an incomplete pass, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Kevin, I was kind of paying attention to a battle in the trenches on that play.
Okay.
We talked about freshman Lucas Mertz getting it done in the weight room all summer. His assignment on that play was to block the big guy, 68 Carson Swanson. Battle in the trenches, exciting to watch.
Absolutely, and for those who can follow that, it is fun. I mean, and it's not for everybody, right? You want to naturally watch the ball as it goes, but if you can find a way to focus in on a position group and watch them excel at what they do in their job, you might not know what their job is, but you can, when they do it right, you know they're doing it right. Let's leave it at that. 4th and 5 after the incomplete pass for the Cougars, trying to convert their second 4th down on this possession. They're deep at the 22-yard line of the Wolves. 3:19 to play third quarter. Marcuson back to pass, fires a pass over the middle. Might have been some miscommunication there because 2 receivers in the same spot, and the Wolves are diving and making the interception out on the field. No, they're going to say an incomplete pass.
I mean, if you're the Wolves, you want an incomplete pass there.
Better field position.
That's right. You knocked that ball down. Kind of, was that some miscommunication on the Cougars? 2 guys in the same area?
It looked like 2 guys in the same spot crossing each other, or the pass was thrown early. One of the two, don't know, obviously. In that set, they were 2 receivers out that left side, and they just crossed. So it could have been miscommunication, something maybe we talked to Coach in the postgame about. Ball at the 16-yard line. Oh, so they do call it an interception.
Yeah, the Wolves in those scenarios are going man for the most part. There was no one in the middle of the field on that play.
Below, third quarter. It's going to be first down and a handoff here for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Nowhere to go. The handoff went this time. I believe that was Watts there in the backfield.
Yeah, Triplett, Shaw, Sip, all in on the play.
Trying to keep all my statistics here, and they're going to be an interception on that last drive from their own 16-yard line. Watts got nowhere on the play. His 3rd carry here in the second half, and it was Below with the interception officially.
Coach McCraven on the sidelines trying to get his defense fired up.
Wolves 2nd down and 10 at the 16-yard line. A high formation behind the quarterback, Brock. He's going to fire right side. It's intercepted by Ada-Borup-West. The Cougars, Brennan Fetting, touchdown, a pick 6. That's going to be 20 yards on a pick 6 score for Ada-Borup-West, and that's a way to change the momentum right there.
That's right. We talk about interceptions and knocking them down. That's one you go and catch.
Fetting picks it off, second play of the drive. After an interception, the Cougars will capitalize. Here in the third quarter with 2:28 to go. Fetting on a pick 6. 20-yard return. So, Cougars will go for the extra point kick. Jacobson will attempt and Spaeth will hold. Snap, spot down, kick is up high in the air. The kick is left, and it is no good by Jacobson. Pick 6 scores, and on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, 2:28 to go in the third, 26-6. Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
This is Spencer Rupke from Ada-Borup-West School. I want to thank the Booster Club members and businesses for their support of Cougar activities through contributions of time, money, and attendance at Booster-sponsored events. If you are not a member of the Booster Club, consider joining and supporting the organization that gives so much to Ada-Borup-West School.
26-6, Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. We just had ourselves a performance ag Borup high-performance play. An interception Aiden Marcuson threw. It was Joseph Below picking it off on a 4th down. And then it was a pick 6 play. And on the pick 6, the second play for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley on the drive there, Spencer, and it goes Brennan Fetting picking off the pass that was thrown by Brock and taking it 20 yards to the end zone for a touchdown. It's 26-6, Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Are they getting you in trouble down there, Spence?
I'm just trying to, walk away from some conversations.
Oh, I see how it's going. I thought for a second they were like telling you, this is where Graham Power fell over that one time. And I didn't know. I didn't know what the official was trying to say.
No, I think he's having words with Jeremy Peterson. He's getting rowdy in the crowd.
Uh-oh.
Great way to answer back after your team throws an interception, though. Go get your own.
Absolutely. Let's just see here if we are doing any better. Looks like we're doing just fine here. I thought for a second we were having some issues on our stream. I think we're doing okay, which is good. Ada-Borup-West 26-6. Leading the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves after that pick 6. And we'll have a kickoff that's going to be picked up by the Wolves, and they're going to find the way. Got a flag down and a pile of players at about the 35-yard line.
Pinsky did not want to go down there. Kick went right at him. Good hands. Tried to pick up a few yards, but like you said, we got some laundry on the field.
So we'll see officially here what the call. They're going to call a hold on Walker-Hackensack-Akeley.
That's what it's looking like.
All right, so that'll be another penalty on the Wolves. So we'll see. Yep, hold his call on Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Is Aaron Zip capturing that on yourliveevent.com. For the Wolves, they're going to have the ball then on their own 20-yard line. Looks like 1st and 10.
Yep, maybe just a little bit of a tackle on the return team. Can't be doing that.
No, you can't. Not unless you're the team that's kicking the ball.
Right.
Then you can tackle. That's just the rules. Brock's under center. He'll turn and hand the football off, and the give is to, looks like, let's see here, Enrique Finday going to be the one carrying the football. And now some good sportsmanship happening here. Sip is helping Finday. I don't know if he's cramping there, if they're just working on his foot a little bit there, but Sip out there helping. Now it looks like he's maybe slow to get up now. Finday tackled and will, he'll make his way back to the huddle. I'm not sure what exactly went wrong with Finday there, but he did go ahead for a gain of 4. Or are they going to say 2? I'm not sure. Where's the ball spotted? Yep, 2 to the 22-yard line.
I saw a really nice block on that play. Fisher Smith, number 57, flattened the poor Cougar defender. Not sure who was on the receiving end of that, but I'm glad it wasn't me.
There you go. And Fisher Smith's had his name in some good times there, both offensively and defensively tonight for the Wolves. They're playing some good football tonight. Brock rolls to his right. Pass is intended for his target, Pfeiffer, down the sideline. Looked like it almost got Mr. Visser there on the sideline. You talk about focus out there. I'm looking at the guy, the ball mark, official ball mark. Dave Solsing is locked in over there, Spence.
Yeah, I think we got Nick Gwynn over there now.
Yeah, you do. Nick Gwynn, absolutely. Pete Fetting. And that's a worry I always had with if you're going to yell Peter during those punts. Pete Fetting's going to be paying attention to that.
Absolutely. Look alive, Pete.
It's important.
Last play, number 11, Logan Watts picked up a heavy Cougar blitz on that pass.
And Brock threw a good ball, just was incomplete to Pfeiffer. Now Brock will throw one, trying to pop one in the air. It's incomplete. Looking again for Pfeiffer. Nearly intercepted. Coverage made by the Cougars. You had 3. Kritzberger, McCraven, and Spaeth all hovering. 2, 3, and 4 respectively on the jerseys as well.
Parker took a hit pretty late, but I didn't see anyone too fired up on the sidelines for the Wolves, so everyone must have agreed it was a proper no call.
There you go. Well, we'll go with it. 4th and 7. Minute 48 to play, third quarter, and the Wolves have the ball in their own 23. Cougars with that pick 6, and you could we got official calling time here. They're going to move the ball. Spencer, when an interception return for a score, the pick 6 momentum swing is really noticeable right now on the field.
Big time, and you never know what Wallin has up his sleeve here on this punt return.
Good snap. Kick is away and will bounce near midfield and out of bounds. Cougars will have good field position as the ball went out of bounds on the Wolves' sideline. Official on the far side walking it ahead to the 47-yard line where it'll be 1st down and 10 for the Cougars on Walker-Hackensack-Akeley side of the field.
On that last series, a lot of those pass plays were the Cougars were bringing some heat. They were bringing a lot of pressure, and on that punt as well, there were 2 or 3 guys that were just there.
Got to strike when the iron's hot, right? When it comes down to pressure defensively and taking that big opportunity, and that's exactly what the Cougars dialed up. We're having a fine evening of high school football. It is Ada-Borup-West and Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Minute 42 to play, third quarter. It's 26-6. Cougars leading the Wolves. Cougar football. They'll come out with split backs in the backfield. 2 receivers right. Markison under center, and timeout is called by Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. We'll
10
take
guys.
it. 10 guys? That's not enough. That's 1 short. Spencer? And I know you had the 9-man football game back in your day.
That's right. 10 would be a penalty back in the day.
That's right. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel in Ada. Check out the pet wash, the convenience items that they have inside the vending machines 24 hours a day at Freedom Fuel in Ada. The Community Co-op scoreboard. Cougars 26, Wolves 6. Minute 42 to play third quarter on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
I've got a math question for you. When you add tolerance, subtract prejudice, and multiply efforts to treat one another with respect, what do you get? Less division. And school sports have it down to a science. Looking for an example of what can happen when we realize there's more that unites us than divides us? Look no further than high school sports in Minnesota.
This message presented by the Minnesota State High School League and the Minnesota Interscholastic Activities Administrators Association.
26-6, Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley out of our timeout here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Brought to you by Freedom Fuel, fastest pumps in town. If you doubt me, find out yourself. 2 receivers each way. Split backs in the backfield. Aiden Markison is under center for the Cougars. He'll turn, and he will roll out on a play-action fake. He's directing traffic, will launch one, trying for Wyatt Larson, who was being maybe held from behind. Spencer, you had a good front row seat there. Incomplete pass is what it is.
Yeah, I thought there was going to be a flag.
Yep. It looked like, to me, on the backside, Jared Brainerd's also having some conversation with the official. And they're having what looks to be a very, very good conversation. And so, anyway.
Great heads-up play by Markison, rolling out there and kind of gesturing. No, I don't want the out. Take it upfield. He put the ball right where it needed to be. It just looked like the
Wyatt Larson was being
tripped up or held a little bit from behind.
And I'm not sure. I'd have to look back if he was held or if it was. It doesn't matter. Incomplete pass is what they call. 2nd and 10, ball at the 47-yard line. But I agree. It looked like maybe a trip or some sort of hold might have happened there. Handoff on 2nd down goes to Triplett. He holds onto the football 2 hands. Triplett crosses the 45 down to the 41-yard line. Give him 6 yards on first down.
Number 41 and number 10, Joe Head.
Yep.
And I'll look for that number 10 number.
Yeah, it might have been one. There's a few numbers here on the. It could be Chase Schultz, to be honest.
Okay.
There's a few numbers that did not make the rosters.
It could be 16, Blake Watson, actually.
Blake Watson. Yep, that's
it
what
was 16, Kevin.
There you go. Hey,
great defensive play.
Great stuff. And look at us teamwork. We found it. We got to the bottom of it.
Process of elimination.
It's all part of the deal. Anything that looks like a 10, 16. There's a good. Yeah, it is. Or it could be 18. 50 seconds remain, clock running here in this third quarter. Cougars 26-6 leaders over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. They break the huddle, 3rd down and 4. A back judge saying, hey, got to get this play off here quick. Markison sends a man in motion. That's Spaeth. Fake the handoff, and now Markison keeps it, rolls left. In trouble. Markison in lots of trouble. Now he's playing video games. He'll fire back foot and out of bounds. Strong arm, needed to get it away, and does, in fact, throw the ball 30 yards out of bounds. And it'll be an incomplete pass, 4th down.
Yeah, so we had some receivers downfield blocking. I think we might have even had a few linemen downfield. I don't know if everyone knew, is this a designed run? Is this a pass?
I take it as some communication issue there, and I don't know. It looked like things just weren't quite going the way, like you say.
Heads-up play by Markison to not take the 15-yard sack, though.
Yeah, absolutely. And got those legs moving and stayed out of trouble. In the end, the clock stops, 26 seconds to play third quarter, and it's 4th and 4 from the 41. The Wolves will decide the lineup on the ball here, and Cougars huddled about 15 yards behind the play.
11 guys out here on defense.
That is good. You got to count the hats. That's your job as a safety. It's going to be Markison in the pistol on 4th down and 4. Behind him is Fetting. Back to pass, Aiden Markison. Fires a pass. It is safe. It is caught. Spaeth gets away from 1 to the 30. Spaeth stays on his feet to the 25-yard line. That's a gain of 16 on a 4th down conversion for the Cougars.
Yep, and with the little first down celebration, wasn't sure right in front of the official if that was going to get a flag, but Cameron did a great job there of not only getting the first down, but a little extra yardage.
Yep, up to the 25, make it the 24, they'll say. Run the clock with 19 seconds to go here in the third quarter. Cougars are likely going to let this one roll out. I know Coach Tingham just giving Marcus in the play call, and that says, we'll just let it go to break. I say go to break, but they don't care. They're going to let it go to the quarter break. 26-6 on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley after 3 quarters of play on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Minimize your farm's risk and protect its equity with margin protection coverage. This is Bethany Rentz, crop insurance agent with IRE Insurance. Margin protection provides coverage against an unexpected decrease or increase in operating margin. In other words, we can put a policy in place to protect you from changing input costs and crop prices on your farm. Let us help you explore this option between now and September 30th to get you covered. For more information, go to IREINS.com.
You're protected and appreciated at IRE.
Rural Enrichment and Counseling Headquarters, also known as REACH, Neighbors Helping Neighbors. That's their slogan, and it says it all. REACH is a multi-agency human service center that helps families and individuals with counseling, food services, and help and support during the holidays. Things such as the backpack program, food for kids during the weekend, and a holiday meal during Thanksgiving and Christmas are just a few of the things that REACH can do. Check them out at ruralenrichment.org or visit their secondhand stores in Holly and Hendrum.
26-6, Ada-Borup-West leading the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves here on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. Kevin Kochman, Spencer Ribke bringing you the action here tonight as we get the fourth quarter underway. Aaron Sipp behind the camera here tonight for us. We appreciate that. Kaylin back in the studios of KRJB and Ada. Thanks to all who are watching or listening here tonight. We appreciate you greatly. As we've had a pretty entertaining football game. Cougars just completed a 4th down conversion and now have it 1st and 10 on the 25-yard line as the Cougars now head to the north end zone here at the Johnson Sports Complex. Aiden Markison with 3 receivers to his right, 2 to the left, empty backfield on a 1st down at the 25. Back to pass, Markison fires a pass and it is incomplete. His intended target was smothered. He was looking for Sean Green, and great coverage supplied by Walker-Hackensack-Akeley.
Yeah, great coverage. Number 23, that would be Cooper Brovold.
Cooper Brovold.
He was right there.
Getting his name called again a few times.
Yeah, it looked like we had a little man-to-man with 1 free safety over the middle on that play.
Now we'll have 2nd down and 10 upcoming. You know, this week with volleyball broadcasts and now with football, I've seen a lot of, officials' conversations with either coaching staffs or players, and it's been one heck of a week. And we just had the one there with kind of the last play with that Wyatt Larson question mark that we had, and the animated conversation the officials were having with Jared Brainerd on the sideline with the Cougars. It's been one of those kind of weeks this week, from my eyes anyway. Here's a handoff on a 2nd down, nowhere to go. Cougars just kind of fall forward there as not much happening for the Cougars in the backfield. Looked like Fetting that time goes for a loss of 1, 3rd down.
Peyton Yeats, number 54, there to stop it. And Kevin, on Thursday at the cross-country meet, there was no officials being argued with.
See, now that's one thing about cross-country. That's just one thing about it. Nothing to argue about. Never controversial, none of that. Which, turning up the Ada-Borup-West Booster Club mega meet that you had here the other day, we can maybe touch on that in a few moments, as it is a 3rd down and 10 at the 25 of the Cougars. 1 back behind Marcus, and he's going to hand it off to Sipp, and Sipp just barrels into 3 Wolves defenders who had penetrated the line really nicely. Back to the line of scrimmage, no gain. Huge deal with your cross-country meet, though, yesterday on Thursday at the Heart of the Valley Golf Course.
Yeah, almost 500 total runners, 23 teams. We had a boys race, 180 guys in just one race. It was fun.
And from what I gathered, there was a few people out there to take it in, too, as spectators.
A lot of fans. We had a lot of good stuff. We had an elementary run. We had big teams, Moorhead, and it was a great time.
More to come in the future.
Yeah. Well, when your AD is Kenley Wallin, only the best.
Absolutely.
I'm sincere, too.
He didn't have a busy week at all. Not that he didn't welcome in little Landry, a healthy baby girl. Mama doing great, too, and big brother, big sister doing great. So happy for the Wallin family as well. As the Cougars call a timeout. They were taking it. I mean, we almost read a book in between the time that they had to play there. Timeout Cougars. 10:07 to play 4th quarter. Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Timeout Cougars facing a 4th down and 10 from the Wolf 25 when we come back.
This is Chris Brecken from RDK Enterprises, your local precision planting dealer. I want to take this opportunity to say thank you to our growers. Your trust and fellowship is the driving force behind our dedication to your successful farming operation. We continue to invest in the education of our team to ensure your customer experience is outstanding. Thank you for the opportunity to be your planter experts. Stop by either of our locations in Hillsboro or Drayton, North Dakota, or visit planterdoc.com.
Welcome to the Ada-Borup-West School. This educational campus is filled with energy and a culture of striving for excellence with academics, fine arts, and athletics. With current enrollment over 700 students who are busy learning and participating in school activities, the administration and staff of Ada-Borup-West School welcomes parents and community members to also participate with support to all students. Learn more of the current success and events at the school website ada.k12.mn.us.
Back out of the timeout. Timeouts are brought to you by Freedom Fuel in Ada. Freedom Fuel, Highway 9, with the fastest pumps in town, Freedom Fuel. Out of the timeout, it's 4th down and 10 for the Ada-Borup-West Cougars at the 25-yard line of the Wolves. And it is alone in the shotgun with 5 receivers. Aiden Markison back to pass. He's going to fire left side for Cameron Spaeth. He goes up, he leaps, he makes the catch. He's down to the 5, and it's a first down, and it's a 20-yard connection. 1st and goal, Cougars.
Talk about highlight catches, Kevin. Wow.
Another one from Cameron Spaeth.
So pre-snap, no one was lined up across Charlie Shaw. He tried to communicate, hey, I'm open. Then he runs inside. The defenders are scrambling everywhere. There was a Wolf defender right on Cameron, so he just came down with the ball.
It's a
Great
jump
catch.
It's a jump ball. You used to watch Randy Moss play.
Great athleticism.
Not comparing Spaeth to Moss, but that type of play was a Moss-type play. 1st and goal at the 5 for the Cougars with 9:40 to play in this game. Screen pass to Sean Green. He dropped it incomplete. Just in his hands.
And backing up, 4th and 10, you got to be thinking, like, this is Cameron Spaeth time. They kind of like 3rd down, 4th down.
Yeah.
They kind of like to get the ball in his hands.
Mm-hmm. You got to let the playmakers make plays, right? That's the goal. And in this case, Spaeth does exactly that, and Markison put it on the dime and gave him the opportunity to make the play. 9:40 left to play tonight. 26-6 is the score. Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. All right, so let's see here. As a 26-6 is the score. Wolves are defending. 2nd down and goal, handed off. Cougars into the end zone. That is a Trenton Sipp who will walk into the end zone. 5 yards out. Trenton Sipp scores for the first time tonight.
Yeah, Mr. Colness here pointed out it 26-6, Kevin, right?
Yeah, 26-6 on the scoreboard there.
Okay.
26-6.
Now 32-6.
Now it's 32-6.
6.
32-6. We got to put 6 on the board there instead of 7. I don't know where that got off, but I'm not going to blame anybody, Eric Smart. I'm not going to blame anybody.
No fingers are
Dave
being
Dahl
pointed.
the whole time. 26-6. Yeah, 6. Now 32-6. Trenton Sipp, by the way, 5 yards into the end zone for a touchdown. Scoreboard just not happy with us. Mason Larson now to attempt the extra point. Snap, spot, hold from Spaeth, and Larson's kick this time is up, and the kick is good. And on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, scoreboard now reads Ada-Borup-West 33, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 6 on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
In the months of preparation for spring planting, all through the growing season and into the long days of harvest, the team at AgriMax is here to help farmers around the Red River Valley with a complete array of services and products. From seed sales to custom aerial and ground applications, crop protection products, and more. AgriMax will help reach every producer's goal, peak profitability. Contact Eli Swenson at AgriMax today at 218-790-6375 or visit them online at agrimaxllc.com.
All right, it's 33-6 after the Ada-Borup-West touchdown and extra point. The Cougars scored on a Trenton Sipp 5-yard touchdown run. It was Larson with a kick, 33-6. And the Ada-Borup-West Cougars leading the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, 33-6, 9:36 to play here tonight as we're enjoying the action here this evening on KRJB and on YourLiveEvent.com. Cougars just capped off an 11-play drive for a touchdown. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will be now receiving a kick. Mason Larson will kick it away. He made the extra point kick as well. And Spencer Ripke down on the field, the Cougars' fourth down conversions on that drive, they did 2 of them. The big play to Cameron Spaeth down to the 5, and then Sip walks into the end zone. A good exclamation point on the night for the Cougars.
Yeah, apparently I was so busy thinking about that scoreboard being 6 and 7, and Trenton Sip was posing for a photo after that touchdown.
Oh, did he? Well, he did have Rachel Tuttle down there for that ability. So there's
captured
that.
the moment.
36-yard line is where the Wolves will jump on the football, and on the return that time for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley was Edward Pinsky. So they make it to the 37, 1st and 10. Wolves football with 9:30 to go, and they've scored 6 points in each of their games so far this season. Lost to Pine River Bacchus, a loss last week to New York Mills. They'd love to get on the board one more time and just break those 6s here, and for the Wolves continue to grow here, Spencer.
Absolutely. Pinsky kind of is limping off there after that kick return, but they want something anything positive, right? Anything positive at this point.
So they'll have the ball on their own 37-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 10 for the Wolves. Wolves football as a quarterback, Parker Brock, is going to line up under center like he has much of the night. I formation behind him. Watts is the tailback. He falls forward. He was following his lead blocker that time, Joseph Head, and Watts is going to get up to the 39, 2 yards on the play, 2nd and 8, blocking way downfield were the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves there.
We'll see what the coach draws up here. It was a quick conversation, Parker Brock running over there. He didn't even make it all the way to the coach. He turns the other way and heads back to the huddle.
Might have just said, same thing, kid.
Yep.
Brock will be under center again. It's going to be receivers each way. Split receiver at what will be the top of the screen wide left. Getting a number on that, number 7 out there.
He probably had a better angle, but that looked like it was way out of bounds and a lot of action there on that sideline.
Craig Samuelson going to have the call here. Pass interference on Ada-Borup-West. So penalty will benefit the old Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves there.
And you said they've had the ball for about 8 minutes. I think they'd love to have it for about 8 more and get some more points on the board.
Absolutely. For the Wolves, looking for those positives. And now in this case, it's going to be the 15-yard penalty. Ball to the 43-yard line of the Cougars. For Ada-Borup-West, that is their 3rd penalty, totaling 30 yards here tonight. High formation behind Brock under center for the Wolves. Delayed handoff, and the give is to Watts. Gets to the 41-yard line. He'll get 2 on 1st down.
Nice defensive play by Sip. Solo tackle there. He's had a lot of those.
He has. Wolves 6 first downs here tonight. Offensively, they've had some big moments, and they've been challenged at times here tonight too. So certainly plenty to grow from. As Cougars will shuffle in a few players, we'll see more guys. As you see some fresh names out there, Spencer, if you keep your eyes sharp out there, make sure we share as best we can some of those young guys that are getting in.
Absolutely. I'm flipping my clipboard as we speak. Tate Jacobson in the game for a Sip after that nice tackle.
There's a handoff to Watts. He goes to the outside, cuts it upfield. Sean Green, among others, piling in there. And there's just a couple of shufflers at this time for the Cougars. Watts going to roll ahead, and he'll get a 1st down, a gain of 9 on the play.
53 is entering the game. Ashton Kesselberg.
Shuffling in, Mr. Kesselberg. Getting a little more run here tonight. Ball up to the 33 now of the Cougars. 7 minutes to play. Ada-Borup-West leading at 33-6 over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley here in the 4th quarter. Stick around in our postgame report. We'll have some players and coaches to join us in the postgame tonight. Back handing the football off on 1st down. The give this time is to, that's going to be Joseph Head, the number 41, barreling ahead. I think he's got 15 yards and a 1st down to the 18-yard line.
That was a great run by Joe Head.
41, Joe Head in the book for the first time with a carry and a 1st down for the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves to the 18-yard line of the Cougars. 6:39 and counting left in this one. on a Friday night at the Johnson Sports Complex, heading into a September weekend where the Ada-Borup-West Cougar Hall of Fame will induct their second class. Looking forward to that tomorrow at 1 o'clock on yourliveevent.com. Head gets the carry again, and why not? Let Joe Head run. Inside the 15, down to the 11. It's 7 yards.
Yeah, and the Wolves got to be thrilled with this drive right now. Now they just need to finish it.
Great push. The line is there. They're a cohesive unit. A very good thing to see, and the Cougars are trying to get some friend out. 11 yards for the score, and Logan Watts in the end zone for the second time tonight.
He's a tough runner. He'll make you miss, and he's got that speed too.
He can. He just works hard. A touchdown for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. The score comes in the fourth quarter with 5:12 to go. Timeout on the field by Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, and on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, it is 33-12. Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley on KRJB and yourliveevent.com.
Even in today's world of instant communication and entertainment at the tip of your fingers, we can feel alone, disconnected, and detached. Whether you or someone you know is struggling with addiction, mental health, or just the stress of everyday life, Illuma is here for you, to guide you, to help you find the light within, and instill hope for a brighter tomorrow. The light is in you. Visit illumacares.org.
Treat yourself to a great career at American Crystal Sugar Company. Team up with quality people making quality products. Full-time and year-round in a stable business. With great pay and benefits including time off available from day one. American Crystal Sugar Company invests in you to promote your continued growth and career advancement. Grow your career, doing your best work within the world's best beet sugar company. Apply online today at AmericanCrystalCareers.com.
Well, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley will break the huddle following the timeout from our friends at Freedom Fuel. It's 33-12, Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, and they're going to go for two. Brock in the shotgun. He's going to fire a pass, and it's knocked down. The two-point conversion fails, and that was well read. Defensively looked like Fetting was out there, Spence, to knock it away.
Yep, great play. If you pick that off and run it back, it's 2 points, isn't it, Kevin?
You can do that.
He just about had it.
2-point attempt fails. It's 33-12. Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. And we have certainly a pretty nice night of high school football here tonight on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. Having a couple of buffering issues with our friends here on yourliveevent.com. Hopefully things are starting to improve here. Not sure why or what, but you know, once in a while we get a little dip in our audio there, so apologize for that, and hopefully we can continue to work our way through it here for the final 5:12 on the night. Spencer, it's been a fun night of high school football as Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. You know, for the Wolves, too, 12 points tonight. That matches their season output, so you got to like some of the growth that they're trying to contend with, and it seems like they're finding a way to do that.
Yeah, and that drive we talked about all about just finding something positive, and that was certainly a positive drive. Now, I don't know, was it that last kickoff where they lined up a little goofy and they tried a little something? We'll see.
That was the opening kickoff of the second half. That was the last time they had the ball to kick away. So, yeah, and now this time it looks like they're going a conventional way, but, I guess we'll see officially when they let it go if we'll see Devin Johnson do anything different.
Yeah, it looks like the Cougars are ready for anything here.
Kick is short here, a little pooch kick that the Cougars are able to jump on top of. So they'll have the football at midfield to start this drive. 5:12 to play, and we'll see if the Cougars go with the starting offense or if they bring in some new bodies.
Gabe Mertz was smart heads-up play, jumping on that ball.
33-12, Ada-Borup-West leads Walker-Hackensack-Akeley here on KRJB and yourliveevent.com. Polk County West got Foston tonight, final score of 22-8. That's a final.
A lot of points towards the end.
Yeah, considering a scoreless half, first half, and or low-scoring first half at the very least. And so now the Ada-Borup-West Cougars trying to put some ice on this one, and there will be some fresh bodies out there.
Yeah, Jude Yokley, Miles Wambach, Adrian Reyes.
some of the names. I'm looking and I see the number 11, and it makes me think, is Evan DeVos going out there? But no, he's not. Just like, is Bo Jorgensen wearing 71? No, that's Alexander Bourne. You know, see some of those names from last year that you're seeing.
That's right. DeVos is watching this game. I saw him over here.
He has to be. You know, he's home from Mayville. Big deal. Okay, so under center, quarterback for Ada-Borup-West is going to be Wyatt Larson. He's going to turn. He's going to hand the football off. And not much doing in the backfield there as the handoff goes to Ada-Borup-West, number 19, Adrian Reyes. Reyes is a speedster, and part of the, often runs in that track and field squad, doesn't he?
He does, and I was paying attention on that time. Number 4, Austin McCraven. Number 18, Miles Wambach. Both of those guys had nice, solid blocks here on the outside.
Reyes with the carry goes for a loss of 2 on the play as he was met in the backfield. It'll be second down, 4:40 to play. Clock ticking. Ada-Borup-West leading 33-12 over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. The Wolves keeping, they are bringing out a bunch of fresh bodies as well here, so that's good to see. Under center, McCraven this time. Turns, hands the ball off. This is a give to 24. Luke Jalbert getting the carry this time, and Jalbert goes to the 48-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3 on the play.
Good little run by Jalbert. Got to be careful. Got to get that inside arm up when receiving the handoff.
Got to do that. Technical
Fumbles
stuff,
will
right?
happen.
To the 48-yard line, it'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Cougars. They huddle up. 4 minutes to play. Walker-Hackensack-Akeley here tonight, getting to the 12-point mark at this stage, trying to add to it if they can. Ada-Borup-West 33 on the evening.
Kesselberg left guard, looks like Trenton Sipp left tackle.
All right, so you're giving some guys play at different spots. Here's Larson going to keep it himself. Wyatt cuts it up. Nice run to the 45-yard line. Going to get 3 more. 3rd down, make it 4th down. Now about 6 to go.
Lucas Mertz still in the game. Austin Dryden in there at the right tackle. A lot of, must be the punt team coming on, Kevin. A lot of guys coming in.
Yeah, full shift here. And then, you only had 1 punt earlier, and so here's a second punt of the football game for Ada-Borup-West. They started this drive on their own 49-yard line, or the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 49-yard line, and it'll be a 3-and-out. Now doing the punting this time, it's going to be Cameron Spaeth as well. For a second, I thought they were going to have a different punter, but nope. In fact, it is still Cameron Spaeth. Snap is good. The kick is away by Spaeth. And a little backspin on that one. It heads out of bounds on the Wolves sideline at about the 23-yard line. So kick goes away, 22 yards, and it'll be a 1st and 10 for the Wolves. 2:50 to play here tonight.
Took the Wolves about 3 or 4 minutes to score on that last drive, so maybe they'll try and get another touchdown in here in the last 3 minutes. Maybe they'll be subbing in some new guys. We'll see here.
Broadcasting from the Laura Tweet and Thrivent Financial Broadcast booth, high atop the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. Kevin Kochman and Spencer Ribkey with you tonight. Aaron Sipp's been running the camera, doing a fine job here tonight, Aaron. And Kaylin back in the studios at KRJB, helping us out here this evening with the duty. She'll have scores, stats, other information on the R&J Sports Nightcap here this evening as well, so you can stick around for that here tonight.
Lots of subs here. David Prodzinski, Joe Borgen, to name a couple up front.
New quarterback here for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley as the Wolves are going with Samuel Pfeiffer. He gets the call at the quarterback spot, and the carry was Elijah Cox. Nowhere to go that time. Cox gets back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
Luke Jalbert in on the defensive side. David Prodzinski, as we mentioned. A lot of new guys coming in here.
Wyatt Larson, see him out there.
We have a Caden Walls.
Caden Walls, great. Good stuff. 2:20 to go. Wolves football. Pfeiffer is under center. He'll pitch the ball. This time, trying to get to the outside, and Larson comes up. Some good contact by the young man out there.
Adrian Reyes was the first one to come low, and chasing him from behind, Lucas Mertz piles on top.
Retke on the carry that time. And Retke's going to get 4 yards.
Joey Jones, Grant Kubal entered the game.
Yeah, good to see Grant Kubal out there.
Brody Menge into the game. I'm seeing Braden Booing.
A lot of good things. A lot of good names out there for the Cougars of the future, getting some action. And they're going to get a whistle here, and we'll have a timeout called. Timeout on the Wolves of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley with the score 33-12. Ada-Borup-West leading the Wolves of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. A minute 34 to play in KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Timeouts presented to you by Freedom Fuel in Ada.
John, Wayne, and Marissa at the Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead take this time to wish all farm families and farm workers throughout the area a safe and successful harvest. Keep safety in mind when you're out on and around the tractors and trucks and other machinery in the fields and around the farm this harvest season. Don't cut corners when it comes to safety. It could cost a life. John, Wayne, and Marissa at Ben & Hoagland Agency thank you for your business, and they remind you if you have any questions about crop insurance, call or stop and visit with them. The Ben & Hoagland Agency of Ada and Moorhead.
We offer our energy solutions programs to help area farm operations. Hi, this is Rocky Bruin. One of our popular programs is our fuel contracting with only 30 cents per gallon upfront payment, and our pricing programs are a couple quick reasons why you would lock in your fuel contracting price with Community Co-op. Let us help you manage your risk. Call 1-888-935-2281 and we can discuss more of your energy solutions programs from Community Co-ops Lake Park.
We're back out of the timeout, and Jude Yoakley just brings down the quarterback from Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Quarterback Pfeiffer goes down, and Yoakley was fired up as we bring it back from break.
Great play. Good pursuit. Jude Yoakley. He has speed.
Well, that's good stuff.
All right. Lots of new names in, Kevin. Ames Facino back to receive here. Ames Facino.
Facino in punt formation receive. And this will likely be the last. We'll have one more offensive play with the clock running down 53 seconds. The Wolves are in punt formation, and it's a good snap. Regular kick. Well, it's a blocked kick. And jumping on top of the football, it's a mad scramble. The ball's going to end up where it is, regardless who jumps on top of it. The Cougars do that. 27 in on that one is Jackson Miller.
Brody Menge.
Oh,
getting
Brody
in there
Menge.
with the block.
Excuse me, yes, he had a nice block kick there, you bet.
Yeah, Brody Menge with the block, Jackson Miller with the recovery.
Beautiful.
Love to see these young guys getting fired up, too.
It's the game of football. You got to have a good time. It's football. You don't go out there and make a football play, you know? Now 42 seconds to go. Jared Brainerd brings the quarterback in with a play call, and, this is usually the situation where it's good victory formation.
Connor Nelson coming in with the play call, it looks like.
Okay.
All right, good to see him out there.
And assistant coach this year and volunteer assistant for the Cougars, Jared Brainerd, making the play call.
9th grader Connor Nelson. In comes number 11, Jude Yoakley.
Comes up with a big sack. Now he's out there offensively. Cougar ball at the 10-yard line. So it's first and goal for the young guys. And they'll come out, get the play. I formation. Now they got to get everybody in the right position.
Yeah, we need a left tackle.
Nelson says, yeah, we got to have everybody down, and he does. And he'll turn and hand the football off. And on the carry is going to be Cougars' Adrian Reyes, one man to beat down to the sideline, touchdown. Adding one with the young guys. And, Adrian Reyes scores a touchdown from 10 yards out. That's pretty cool.
That's exciting for Adrian and some of these young guys. Just a basic dive play, up the middle, power run, and he bounces it out and finds a way to get into the end zone.
Score comes with 34 seconds to play. Reyes, a 10-yard touchdown run. And Ada-Borup-West in the end zone again.
I love Brainerd calling the plays here. It's fun to see, isn't it?
Absolutely. He was bringing in the plays not so long ago.
That's right, yeah. He's a natural.
He is. He looked like a coach when he was a player, and just kind of how it was.
Yep, field general.
Yeah. He's fired up, too, and brings a lot of energy, and it's something, that, the coaching staff is very, very happy to have that. And you see Braden Fetting also joining in this, today, too, as one of the assistants for the program. It's nice to see that. It's going to be Nelson keeping it himself. 2-point conversion fails. 34 seconds to play. We're likely down to our last play of the football game. And Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard, 39-12. Ada-Borup-West leading Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. And Spencer, Ada-Borup-West with a victory today would move to 3-0. And they will be at Mahnomen-Waubun next week, which would be a 7 o'clock kick in Mahnomen next Friday night. For Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, they will be home against the Monaga Braves next Friday in a section matchup for them.
Okay, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but since the Cougars and Ada-Borup and West have joined, have they played a game in Mahnomen?
Mahnomen or Waban? The answer is no.
Okay.
And they've played in the playoffs. They've played in the regular. They've had. It's always since they've been together in 11-man football, right? Thunderbirds and Cougars. They've only played games here at the Johnson Sports Complex and at the Fargo Dome.
Okay.
They were supposed to, during the COVID year, play in Mahnomen, but then all heck broke loose in those final days, and the game that was supposed to happen ended up getting flat-out canceled, and Polk County West played East Grand Forks, and that was an entertaining football game that I'll never forget.
This is Joey Jones kicking, it looks like.
How about that?
That's fun.
Got it teed up, and he'll kick it away. Joey Jones with a little pooch kick. Wolves jump on top of it in what likely should be the last play of the football game. And jumping on top of it for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, credit where credit's due, Blake Kendrick makes the recovery. Stick around for our post-game report. We're going to have players and coaches join us in reaction to this one as the Ada-Borup-West Cougars 39-12 over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. And Spencer, you'll get a chance to visit with some players down there on the field and get coaches as well for a little post-game recap. And then we'll get ready for a weekend of fun here in the region. Got a little Sugar Fest happening over in Hallstead tomorrow.
Yes.
Got some activity there for the community. There's plenty of other things going on too. I just got a text message in
There's
regards.
a 5K going on in the morning.
There is a 5K. So are you running?
TBD.
Okay. You're a last-second guy, huh? On first down, Walker-Hackensack-Akeley running the football, and the Wolves give the handoff, and the Cougars coming to make some plays as last play of the game is a handoff to Timothy Orton, who's going to get about 3 yards on the play.
A nice little run for Orton.
He's going to get 3, and the Wolves are going to hustle up. Get up there, one more play. It's varsity football, right?
Why not?
Come on, guys, let's go. Everybody to the line of scrimmage, 5 seconds, last play of the game. I've said that like 5 times. Here's Orton again. What if he breaks it? He stopped a loss of 1 on the play, and that's how the ball game will end.
Prodzinski chased him down there.
And everybody's in the books. And the football game is final on the Community Co-op Energy Solutions scoreboard. Ada-Borup-West 39 and Walker-Hackensack-Akeley 12 here on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com. Our post-game report is coming your way next.
Get the dairy products, non-dairy products, frozen seafood, meat items, and more delivered to your door from Teak, the Udder Guy at Hillsboro Dairy. Call 701-436-5877. He will bring it right to your door. Hillsboro, Grandin, Purley, Hendrum, Borup, Ada, Climax, Shelley, Lockhart, east of Ada to the Twin Valley addresses and around the area. Hillsboro Dairy delivering right to your door. 701-436-5877.
You won this year's chili cook-off. Our girls played in the softball finals last spring. You're not just another policyholder to us. We remember your name. Hi, Cheryl.
He remembered my name.
Because it's your name. That's simple human sense.
River's Edge Insurance Agency, Halstead. 218-456-2172.
Jeff, Mary, Dan, Sarah.
I'm starting off on some smaller projects to get me worked up to some of the bigger things built around here.
The atmosphere in the shop is very, very team-based, which is great.
It's really cool to see the beginning and end product.
So it's very satisfying to build something that you know people are really going to appreciate.
My name is Jared, born and raised in Minnesota, and I'm a project director at Enbridge. Enbridge is more than a pipeline company. It's a company participating in renewable energy projects in Minnesota and abroad, and I'm really proud to be working here.
We believe a cleaner energy future is achievable. For over 20 years, we've been early adopters of renewable energy, and we're proudly committed to net zero emissions by 2050. To hear more from Jared, visit enbridge.com/Jared. That's Jerrid.
Welcome back here to the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada, high school football. Our postgame report is brought to you by Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. Let's go down for postgame coaches' comments quick. Spencer Ribke has the head coach of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, Aaron Pfeiffer, following the Wolves' loss today to Ada-Borup-West 39-12.
Thanks, Kevin. Yeah, here's Coach Pfeiffer. Coach, any thoughts you want to share with us on the game?
This was a great game for both teams. I think we grew in some areas. Obviously, the Cougars are a good squad. They gave us a couple opportunities. We just didn't capitalize. But overall, I thought I was proud of our effort. I was proud of their effort. I thought, for a Friday night, I think everyone got their money's worth, and everyone looks like they're walking out the field under their own power. So that's all you can ask for.
Absolutely. And any thoughts on next week then?
We had another tough team against Monaga. I think that we're going to be better prepared after playing the 3 tough teams we've had. So I'm really looking forward to our challenge against Monaga.
Good luck the rest of the season, Coach.
I appreciate it.
Thanks.
There we go. That's Aaron Pfeiffer, head coach of Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, joining us on the postgame report. The postgame report is brought to you by Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com, as a Home Crown Realty license in Minnesota and North Dakota. As you can find them online, or you can also like them on Facebook for their listings. Home Crown Realty and the postgame report. The Benedictine Care Community, Mission Court campus of the Benedictine Living Community of Ada, with our game summary, and I'll have you just fade or kind of just pull out of there just for a few moments there. All right, game summary here tonight. Ada-Borup-West a winner 39-12 over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. And for the Cougars tonight, got things going. It was Marcuson on a 1-yard touchdown run in the first quarter, making it 7-0 after the extra point. Tristan Triplett had a 15-yard touchdown run in the first quarter. It was 13-0 after 1. Marcuson hit Cameron Spaeth on a highlight reel 32-yard touchdown pass, making it 20-0 with 7:51 to play in the first half. And then it was Watts on the board as for Walker-Hackensack-Akeley, a touchdown of 64 yards for Logan Watts. 20-6 halftime, Cougars led. Third quarter, it was Brennan Fetting on an interception, pick 6. After the Cougars had thrown an interception, the Wolves threw an interception. Fetting goes 20 yards on a pick 6, 26-6 Cougars, and you could feel the momentum shift. That was after 3 quarters. Cougars add in the fourth quarter. Trenton Sipp, a 5-yard rushing touchdown, 33-6 Cougars at that time. Watts went in and from 11 yards out in the fourth, 33-12, and then finally 39-12 as Adrian Reyes got a 10-yard rushing score for the Cougars inside a minute to play. For those young guys, fun to see that add to the night as well. 39-12, the Cougars get the win. They move to 3-0 on the season, while Walker-Hackensack-Akeley drops to 0-3 with the loss. That's our game summary here tonight from the Benedictine Care Community, Mission Court campus of the Benedictine Living Community of Ada. Stick around here in our post-game report from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. We'll be going down to the field for more post-game reaction, players and coaches. We appreciate Aaron Pfeiffer coming over. We'll have our stars of the game, super sub of the game, Enbridge Energy player of the game, and RDK Enterprises post-game precision player of the game. Also, Halstead Telephone Company with our post-game connection as well here. So we've got plenty to get to in our post-game report, including players and coaches, and Spencer Ribke will be down in the field. Spencer, just real quick, enjoyed this one tonight for the 2 teams on the field. I think Coach Pfeiffer really said it right. I think both teams end up getting better after tonight's game.
I love the perspective Coach Pfeiffer took on this game and the takeaways that he has for his guys moving forward. Very positive guy, very fun to talk to, and he definitely has the right mindset with this squad.
Yeah, no doubt about it. A young group as they continue to work on getting experience. Got to play to do it, and they'll be at Monaga next week, while the Cougars will be at Mahnomen-Waubun in Mahnomen. Mahnomen-Waubun winners yesterday over Warroad and moved to 3-0 on the season as well. The Thunderbirds ranked in state this past week by the AP poll. We'll take a break, come back with stars and more post-game accolades. The Home Crown Realty post-game report continues after this on KRJB and YourLiveEvent.com.
Farmers, are you shopping for a bank that has many flexible options tailored to fit your farm's unique financing needs? Franzen Bank is an approved Farmer Mac lender, meaning they can offer long-term fixed-rate loans on equipment, land, operating lines of credit, and more. Being a Farmer Mac approved lender also means Franzen Bank can get you a decision quickly. Learn more at franzenbank.com/FarmerMac. Franzen Bank and Trust. Real people, real results. Member FDIC.
Whether you're in need of a short-term or long-term care stay, Halstead Living Center offers a variety of first-rate services with a tailored plan to exceed your expectations at any level of care. With Halstead Living Center, there is an attached medical clinic and independent senior housing facility. Physical, occupational, and speech therapy services are available for both inpatient and outpatient. Respite care is available too, as well as hospice services. Call 218-456-2105 for openings available now with Halstead Living Center, or find more information at halsteadlivingcenter.com. Don't let the flu get you down. Fight the flu with a shot of prevention. Stop at Hillsborough Drug and get your flu shot today. No appointment is necessary. Shingle shots are also available. And don't forget your other pharmacy and healthcare needs at Hillsborough Drug. Over-the-counter medications, vitamins, health and beauty items as well. For your convenience, Hillsborough Drug offers mail-out service and delivery of your prescriptions. Check out the gift items for all occasions too. Hillsborough Drug is a locally owned pharmacy and proud to serve the area. They thank you for trusting them with your business at Hillsborough Drug.
Post-game report continues from Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. Ada-Borup-West 39-12 leaders over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley here tonight. And our post-game continues now, and it's brought to you with our Stars of the Game presentation. Insurance Brokers of Minnesota, Darren Ramey Agency, Nick Wynn, Darren Ramey, and also American Federal Bank and Ada. Part of our post-game report to Stars of the Game. And down on the field, Spencer Ripke's got some of those stars tonight.
All right, first we have Trenton Sipp here. Trenton, you're flying around, you're lining up on defense in the middle of the field, but you're sideline to sideline. What's that like, being able to just roam around and make tackles all over the field?
As my coach wouldn't want me to say, it's sometimes like being a cowboy, but still having like emphasis behind it. Don't just go off and do your own thing. Make sure your team's with you, and yeah, just get the reads.
Great. And do you have some fun out there tonight? Talk about how much fun this is on a Friday night. Perfect weather, good competition, and just a fun game.
Absolutely, ton of fun. Walker was a good team, absolutely good sportsmanship. I love the way they helped us up. It was really nice of them. I'm really thankful for that, and I was proud of my boys for going out there and getting the win.
All right, nice job, Trenton.
Thank you.
Great game. We'll move on. Mr. Pick Six, Mr. Fetting, what was going through your mind when you were back in the pass protection and quarterback throws the ball your way?
I don't know. I just saw the ball come my way. Next thing I know, it's in my hands, and I just run for a pick six. That's all.
It was a great way to answer back from our last offensive possession where we threw an interception. So nice to find the end zone.
Yeah, definitely.
So you want to talk about anything else in the game? Any other highlights that went through your mind tonight?
Definitely my O-line making some holes for me so I can run as hard as I can through them, get some yards for my team. That's basically it.
All right, yeah, definitely shout out to the line and great job tonight. And Lucas, we'll go over to Lucas Mertz next. Great game, Mr. Fetting. Mr. Pick Six. Lucas, we're calling you the super... Kevin, are we calling him the super sub?
Yeah, he's going to be the super sub of the game from Subway and Ada, yes.
We're calling you the super sub of the game. You weren't a sub tonight. You got the starting job. I was paying attention to you on a few plays. You had a couple nice battles. You had a couple tough assignments, a couple big guys in there. What was that like in the trenches?
It was a little difficult at times. It's really fun to play against bigger guys, give yourself a challenge most of the time. And I don't know, it was overall really fun to play.
Kevin, just a reminder,
Yes.
Lucas is a freshman. Lucas, you spent a lot of time in the weight room this summer. Do you think that's helping you out here on the field?
Definitely. I think every football player should be in the weight room as much as possible. It really boosts energy during the football season.
And then last question, what's it like being out there on the field on Friday nights with your brother?
It feels amazing. It feels amazing to play with him, considering he's a senior, and this is the only year I get a chance to do that with him. So.
Great game tonight, Lucas.
Thank you.
All right, and it looks like we have Cookie.
Cookie.
I'm gonna walk down Cookie. Okay, so can you share? Is it an appropriate story? Like where does Cookie come from?
All the way back in, Pee Wee baseball. Ashton Carlsrud and I were in the same grade or whatever, and he was like, well, we got to figure out a nickname. Actually, Blake Fetting started it. So that's where it kind of came from.
Of course, a Fetting, naming him Cookie. So talk about the game a little bit. Beautiful night, good competition, good team you're going up against. What was it like for you out there?
It was super energetic. I mean, we were pretty electric. We just played pretty good as a team, I thought, and obviously got little stuff to work on during the week for middle and Waubun, so it was fun. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, kind of all three phases. The Cougars got it done tonight. Yep. Special teams, offense, defense.
Yep, I agree, yep.
All right, and any other things that are going through your mind before you head east down to Mahnomen next week?
Just got to play hard and play fast, play physical. It's pretty much what we got to do to win the game. So.
Nice job, Cookie. Way to go tonight.
Hey, and you know, the thing about it, Spencer, is Cookie does such a great job of carrying out your grocery bags, too. Yeah. And that's the thing. Not only you know, a star of the game, but a heck of a grocery guy. You know, he's a pizza salesman, too, my guy Cookie out there.
Pizza salesman, he does it all.
He does it all.
Speaking of doing it all, we have Cameron here. We called Mr. Fetting Mr. Pick Six. We should call Cameron Mr. Third Down, Mr. Fourth Down. When the team needs a first down, we go to you. What's that like? Any pressure, or you like getting the ball in your hands?
Oh, I love the ball in my hands. I feel like I can really control the game and kind of set the tone for the team offensively. I just love having control.
Yeah, and it seems like you're never satisfied with just getting that catch and making the first down. You want to shed that tackle and get some more yards.
Yep. And that's the thing. Like, I know last year my problem was I could make the catch, but it was just my yards after catch that I wasn't so good at. And this year I've been really working hard on getting yards after catching the ball and getting upfield and setting us up for easier touchdowns. So.
Definitely, and it shows. So now next week we got a tough matchup for the Cougars, Mahnomen Waubun. You're very familiar with their team. Any thoughts you want to share with us going into next week?
Well, front five has been doing really well. We're definitely going to have to turn it up, though, for this game, give our quarterback time so our wide receivers, not just me, can make plays. And I think we just really have to come out with an intensity and a drive to win this game and believe that we can win this game. So, yeah.
Awesome. Great job tonight, Cameron, and good luck next week.
Thank you very much.
All right, sounds good down there, Spencer. I'll give you just a second here. We'll get Coach to pop on in. Here's our post-game report to continues. Those were the stars of the game from American Federal Bank and Darren Ramey Agency Insurance Brokers Minnesota. We'll continue with our post-game coaches' comments now, and our post-game show is being brought to you by Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. Down on the field, Spencer Ribke stands by with the head coach of Ada-Borup-West football, Paul Tingham.
Okay, Coach Tingham, second half, kind of cleaned up some of those things, the miscues from that end of that second quarter.
Yeah, some of them. I mean, 39-12, you got to be happy with a big win like that, but, you know, never satisfied with what we can do. You know, just too many drops tonight for one thing. That really stands out to me. We put the ball on the ground a couple times too, which we really emphasized that we don't turn the ball over. So, you know, that's turnover battle is a huge thing, especially when the game's close. But, you know, it gives the other team opportunities. You know, the first half, you know, a turnover kind of led to their big play that they scored on. So, you know, happy with the win, never satisfied. Always got to get better. You know, we're 3-0, so not a lot of 3-0 teams left, I'm sure, on the state. So, you know, they're definitely happy with that. But we definitely have things to improve on. Just, you know, I think our O-line tonight played their best game of the season so far. We'll see on tape for sure, but you know, it seemed to me like they had minimal mistakes tonight. You know, you're always going to get beat sometimes because the other team's trying hard too. But you know, I think we got a big improvement there, and we just got to keep seeing that improvement out of those guys. If they can keep doing that, that'll be huge for us. And you know, Lucas Mertz stepped in as a freshman tonight and did a nice job at right guard for us. So, you know, good to see that out of a young guy, and it helps build us a little bit of depth there because he had to step in for one of our seniors who couldn't play tonight. So that was a great job by him stepping in as a ninth grader and being physical and knowing what he's doing.
Yeah, and not only with your front five, but I noticed the receivers did a pretty good job blocking out by the sidelines too.
Yeah, they do. I mean, we run a lot of quick passes, you know, bubbles and quick game there. So they have to block well to get those extra yardage, and they do a good job of that. And you know, sometimes they get a really big block. Sometimes it's just getting in the way and giving the guy the angle to get by him. But you know, we definitely work on that, and that's a huge part of our game because we throw the ball quite a bit more than most people. So you know, everybody has to block. You can't just be the lineman. Receivers got to block for each other. If they don't block for each other, then big plays don't happen.
Yeah, and 39-12, but this Walker team had some guys. I mean, they had some tough guys up front. They had a guy that can run the ball. Hats off to Walker.
Yeah, definitely. You know, Coach Pfeiffer always has them ready to play. Their staff does a great job. You know, they killed us on that draw all night. You know, we stuffed it a couple times, but you know, I don't know how many yards they had in that draw, but it had to be. I bet they had close to 100 yards rushing just off that draw. They execute that so well. You know, and they're disciplined. They play well. They're physical. You know, good kids, and they play hard and do things the right way. So yeah, you know, hats off to them for playing a good game. And you know, talking to the coach after the game there a little bit. You know, we were both says good game, and both he and I both were like, man, if a couple things went differently for both of us, you know, you're always what if. But yeah, you know, we definitely happy with the 39-12 win, but we got to get better. And hats off to Walker. We like playing teams like that. They're classy and do a great job. So thanks for coming over and playing a good football game.
Yeah, and lessons learned, and I should say Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. And so now next week we go over, the Cougars go over to Mahnomen Waban in Mahnomen. Big week of preparation.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know what they did tonight, but I'm assuming they won. They don't lose in the regular season very often. So, most likely going to be 2 3-0 teams. And, obviously we got a little bit of a rivalry with those guys. And we've had some battles the last, 5-6 years here. We've been 11-man since 2017. So, luck of the draw, they've always came to our house, or we've met them at the Fargo Dome. So this is our first time heading over to Mahnomen to play them. So I know John's happy about that. He always teases me about, we going to Ada again this year? We finally get to play Mahnomen. So we're going to Mahnomen this year. So, it's obviously a tough place to win, and not many people go there and win a football game. But, we just have to, prepare, watch film, get better, and, go over there and play football and see what happens. But, yeah, we expect, as always, a tough physical football game when we go play those guys.
All right, yeah, well, great game tonight, and good luck next week.
Okay, thank you.
There we go. That is Ada-Borup-West head coach Paul Tingham. Spencer Ripke, dynamite job down there, sir. You can come on up. Fantastic work here tonight in our postgame report here this evening. Postgame coaches' comments. The postgame show being brought to you by Home Crown Realty and homecrownrealty.com. We will take a break. We'll come back, name the rest of our accolades with the RDK Enterprises Precision Player, the Enbridge Energy Player of the game, also the Halstead Telephone Company postgame connection, and then we'll wrap things up tonight with our final stats. Ada-Borup-West 39-12 winners over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. High school football tonight on KRJB and on yourliveevent.com.
Folding a fitted sheet, programming the thermostat, matching your socks. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with an auto owner's insurance independent agent, getting the right coverage for your home doesn't have to be one of them. So you can get back to more important things, like finding that missing sock. That's simple human sense.
For all of your insurance needs, contact the Linfors Insurance Agency with locations in Fosston, Bagley, Clearbrook, Mahnomen, and Ada.
Performance Ag west of Borup is your full-service ag supplier from the ground up. They offer dry and liquid fertilizers to supply your soil and plant needs with a fully chelated iron product in both liquid and granular called Iron Shield. Performance Ag Borup also offers a full line of seed, corn, sugar beet, soybean, wheat, and cover crop. Plus, they have added the seed treater. See them for your seed treatment and inoculation needs. Performance Ag Borup. They don't want all the business, just yours.
Home Crown Realty post-game report with Ada-Borup-West, a 39-12 win over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley here tonight. High school football on KRJB and on yourliveevent.com. The RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game. Look at the new website. It's all new and it's ready for you at planterdoc.com. RDK Enterprises, planterdoc.com. Check it out today as they're located in Hillsborough and Drayton. Planterdoc.com. All the services, precision planting with RDK Enterprises. Well, Brendan Fetting was exactly what you needed when it came to a precision play of the game. It happened in the third quarter with a pick six, and that really flipped the script. Gave the Cougars all the momentum in the world, and they took advantage of it. And Brendan Fetting will be our RDK Enterprises Precision Player of the Game here tonight. Enbridge Energy with our Enbridge Energy Player of the Game. Enbridge Energy, life takes energy. Enbridge.com. Enbridge Energy with our Player of the Game here tonight, and that is Cameron Spaeth. The plays that Cameron made on the pass from Mr. Aiden Markison. 7 catches, 124 yards receiving tonight to my numbers, including the 32-yard touchdown and then a big 20-yarder that was a fourth down conversion, giving the Cougars a first and goal that later scored Trenton Sipp. Big plays, and the Enbridge Energy Player of the Game coming to you from the Cougars would be Cameron Spaeth from Ada-Borup-West. Guys, we're digging in the trenches tonight, and Visser Trenching always digging in the trenches too. And you talk about the play from the Mertzes out there, and Austin Dryden played really well in the trenches. Ashton Kesselberg too, guys digging in the trenches, just like Visser Trenching of Ada. Visser Trenching ready for you, and I'll tell you what about Visser Trenching. Let me tell you. Let me tell you. Okay, Visser Trenching. I don't know if you're ready for me to tell you. Are you ready? I'll tell you all about Visser Trenching. Here's the thing. Visser Trenching, the guys are in the trenches. They get it done. Excavating work, they sell, they deliver rock, gravel, sand, and dirt for your projects. They also have crushed asphalt, too. Parking areas, driveways, needs for your farm. Visser Trenching, digging in the trenches like the line of the Ada-Borup-West Cougars offensively and defensively tonight. And we saw a lot of physical play as well from the fine folks of the Walker-Hackensack-Akeley Wolves, too. Halstead Telephone Company, they are How to Connect, and they bring you our post-game show, Post-Game Connection. HTC, they are How to Connect, and they are powering YourLiveEvent.com along with R&J Broadcasting Incorporated. Halstead Telephone Company, Post-Game Connection. Aiden Markison, 11 of 23 tonight. 195 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. He hit Cameron Spaeth 7 times tonight through the air, and then had 5 different targets made connections with here tonight. That's how you stay connected. Halstead Telephone Company post-game connection started with Aiden Markison. Well, that is going to wrap up all of our post-game accolades here on the Home Crown Realty post-game report. My goal here tonight, as we celebrate Kenley Walleen's birthday, not really, it's in April, doesn't matter, 39-12, Ada-Borup-West over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley. Let's run down the final stats, and the statistics are presented to you by Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile, ChristianCarsOnline.com with the whole Christian family. Christian Motors, our post-game statistics here tonight. Let's go with Walker-Hackensack-Akeley to start. They had 2 yards passing, 217 rushing yards for 219 total yards. The leader was Logan Watts, 27 carries, 163 yards, 2 scores, outdoing his entire season output so far. Did that tonight. Parker Brock was 2 of 8, 2 yards and interception throwing the football. The Wolves had 8 first downs, 3 penalties, and 2 turnovers in the game. They will be at Monaga next week. The Ada-Borup-West Cougars' final statistics: Aiden Markison, 11 of 23, 195 yards, a touchdown and a pick. Trenton Sipp, 7 carries for 25 yards and a score. Aiden Markison had a rushing touchdown, 1 for 1 on the day. Tristan Triplett, 4 carries, 22 yards and a score. It was Adrian Reyes, 2 carries, 8 yards, and a touchdown. Cameron Spaeth, 7 catches, 124 yards and a score. Charlie Shaw, Wyatt Larson, was Kritzberger and Fetting, each with catches as well for the Cougars. Cougars, 14 first downs, 3 penalties, 3 turnovers, 2 fumbles, and an interception. And for the Cougars, 300 and, well, let's do the math again because I had it, and then I see I didn't finish my writing. Come on, Kevin. Who taught you how to do that? 195 plus 152, 347 total for Ada-Borup-West offensively here tonight. Cougars now 3-0 on the season. They will take on a top 10 ranked team in Mahnomen-Waubun next week. The game is in Mahnomen, as we heard Coach Tingham talk about here in our post-game report. Post-game coaches' comments. Post-game report brought to you by Home Crown Realty, homecrownrealty.com. Final stats from Christian Motors. Thanks to our sponsors. They made the broadcast possible. Whenever possible, please patronize the advertisers that you heard. At the very least, tell them thank you. They're the reasons we're able to bring you the coverage with R&J Sports, KRJB, and YourLiveEvent.com. Thanks to Kenley Walleen, as always, opening the doors, always doors open, and celebrating not homecoming week, that's coming up, but Hall of Fame weekend. So good to recognize those folks tomorrow on YourLiveEvent.com, the Hall of Fame induction ceremony at 1 o'clock. And, of course, everybody at Ada-Borup-West, thanks for hosting. Thanks to Spencer Ribke. Sideline, we got 2 more to go, Spencer, and then we'll see about playoffs and all that jazz. So thank you so much for all of your efforts and work here. And didn't even need the jacket tonight, so didn't even need the jacket. Incredible night. And thanks to our camera operator, Aaron Sipp, did a fantastic job. We hope Aaron's in full uniform next week. And Kaylin back in the studios. Great stuff as always. She'll have the R&J Sports Nightcap coming up and final information across the area as well. 39-12, Ada-Borup-West over Walker-Hackensack-Akeley from the Johnson Sports Complex in Ada. I'm Kevin Kochman. Thanking you for joining us, and have a great weekend, everybody.